What's going on, everybody? Really sorry about the timing. Well, I think we're all in shock with the team sheet at the moment. I'm just trying to get the team sheet out. The African kid is going talking crazy in the chat.
Oh
Like,
my God, that lineup. Yes,
uh, I think we're going to have some opinions on this.
yes, it is.
Um,
Yes, indeed.
So a few days ago, I made a statement to everybody, and I said that games are normally won and lost with the team sheet. And it looks like here, in my opinion, let me get the team sheet up. And some of you guys know, there's a slight little. Sorry. Cheers. Thanks. Um, yeah. So sorry, guys. There's a slight little bias. Because you guys know my feelings on the midfield. I love what we've done with Sambi, love what we've done with Niles. And not just that, guys, but I have talked about the deficiencies we have in the midfield. And I've talked about the lack of mobility, the lack of closing down, and the lack of range. Range is very important. Vision and range, very important to our midfield play. And I think in regards to what's happening here, we are now in a situation where we have Thomas Partey, who has been back for 3 games, but just does not have the level of fitness that he's had previously before, and has been playing second fiddle to Sambi for nearly a month. And now Xhaka is back, and Xhaka was only came back into training a few days ago, so he isn't going to be 100% fit. So we now have 2 guys in the midfield that lack the mobility, lack the range. So don't expect what you've seen from Sambi. Don't expect the closing down, the tackles, recoveries, things like that. Don't expect to see a lot of that today. And quite frankly, Everton, who haven't won in 7 games, have got a gift. I've put on Twitter and Facebook that Christmas has come early for Everton because Arteta's handing out all kinds of gifts. Let me get Neomis's opinion on the team sheet. Talk me through this. What do you see here, Neomis?
Well, okay, let's start with the good stuff. Before we go into the Xhaka of it. Love the goalkeeper. The defense is good. Tierney, I'm a bit surprised to see in, but fine. Maybe this is just a matter of kind of getting him up to match level fitness, especially with some of the games that are going to be coming up over the next 3-4 weeks. I could understand that. Lacazette up front, I called for that personally because I felt that Aubameyang's form has just been awful and he deserves to be dropped. So it's good to see him play. Martinelli on the right and Saka on the left. Hopefully that's how it is. I like that. Odegaard, I figured would be the case if Lacazette was to start. But for me, the biggest 2 problems are that midfield. And I mean, you basically spelled it out like for me in that Partey and Xhaka in that midfield. It has no mobility. Like Everton's midfield with Decore and Allen has mobility. Like if anybody's seen Allen play, even before he was, I think he was with Napoli before. Very good, gets around the pitch very nicely. And I think the midfield battle is where we need to really own it. And with these 2 in that midfield, with Partey should be dropped. I mean, he himself has not played well. Like I know I wasn't on the stream against Man United, but I ended up watching it afterwards when I came home, and Partey was like one of the worst players on the pitch next to Aubameyang. Like I don't understand why he's starting. And then Xhaka, like how is Xhaka starting after coming back from injury? Like there's no way that he's been like secretly having games and training to whereby he's ready for Premier League football. It just doesn't make any sense. What has Maitland-Niles done? I know the game has started, but I don't get it. I call this one as a draw, but I never thought that I never thought I wouldn't see Xhaka yet. And I thought he would be like a bench player for the most part. But yeah, that's it for now.
Okay, so the game has just kicked off on my Sky Go. Tony, can I get your 2 cents on the team sheet, please?
It is what it is.
Tony, no, it's not like it's awful.
It is what it is. Look, if we win 4-0
So
tonight,
what it is,
everyone can
Tony,
go,
is
oh, it's a genius call by the manager. But
Tony, stop! No. We're not. If we win 4-0, it's not because of Xhaka.
oh no, but he picks the team. So at the end of the game, we shall give our ratings based on each player's performance, and then we shall give the manager a rating based on what he picked to start the game with, how that performed, and how it affected the overall game. So let's see. It is what it is. Disheartened we may be, but let's see, 10, 15 minutes in, we might be going, oh, this is looking really good. This is looking really fresh. We needed to freshen this up. We knew that. Certain players weren't performing. Certain players weren't performing and are still running on that pitch right now, as you've alluded to already. But let's see.
So, Tony, the definition of freshen up is to make things brighter, better. What I'm seeing at the moment now is a lack of mobility in the midfield, not just because of, well, yes, actually, I can add that in. Firstly, because of the players that are in there. Secondly, because both players have come back from injuries and are nowhere near going to be at their optimum level. We've seen Thomas Partey in the last 3 games, and he's nowhere near the player that he's been in terms of his range and his mobility. Xhaka was only pronounced 24 hours ago to come back into training, and now he's starting away from home on a Monday night. So my biggest concern is not only have we freshened it up, and those of you who have seen my Twitter remark, I've said to La African Guna, 1 step forward for dropping Aubameyang and 2 steps back.
Yeah.
Because we now have a midfield that are basically 2 goalposts. They're 2 trees. Yeah?
Yep.
They're two palm trees. And if I'm Everton and I'm looking at this team sheet, first of all, your top scorer, Aubameyang, who's been off form, has dropped, so I'm happy with that. Smith Rowe, who's your second highest scorer, ain't playing. So when you look at this Arsenal team here and you're wondering where the goals are going to come from, you're
in it, because I've had this talk with Nabil today. Yeah, apparently Saka is the answer. He's our best player, so we're going to be expecting this player to do the business.
Word. Are you watching this game right now? Partey's getting absolutely done up in midfield by Richarlison.
So Tony, our most dangerous player scored 3 goals all season.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. Certain men don't seem to understand when I say, like, you know what? If you have a weapon, the fundamentals of the game are very simple. Put the ball in the back of the net. If you have somebody who can do that more than somebody else, they should be playing. So
let's look at both of the teams. I want to see this. Let's look at Arsenal first. Arsenal's top scorers in this game right now: Bukayo Saka, 3 goals and 2 assists all season, and Lacazette 3. Oh, by the way, that's in 16 games. So he's averaging a goal every 5.2 games. Lacazette, he's had 3 goals and 1 assist. So, Lacazette's had 1 assist. So for all Lacazette's...
But less games.
Yeah, I think he's got like...
I'm going to come to... I'm going to come to that in a second, guys. So, by the way, Saka's averaging a goal, 0.25 goals every 90 minutes, which is the lowest in the team, outside of Odegaard as a forward player. Lacazette has had 3 goals, 1 assist in 12 games. So in 12 games, our best hold-up play in the forward line has had 1 assist. Our best hold-up player in the team has had 1 assist in 12 games.
Yep.
Let's not be defeatist, though. Let's wait and see, because you know.
Oh no! Listen. I'm all about the win tonight. But what I'm also about, Tony,
6
is
minutes in for Arthur.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's get rid of this picture because we're here to have fun tonight. And also, let me see if I can get a picture and then.
Okay, back to it.
The little Arthur. Excellent. Right, hold on a second.
My word.
Let me just get a picture up and then we'll do another clap. Where are we? Come on. Right, so let's see if we can get this thing up here. It's been quite a heady game. I'll do a bit more of the commentary and say hello to the guys in the chat. I can see all of you lot in the chat there. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll come to you guys in a second. But let's also give some props to Nesta. Nesta is Ian Wright's mum, who's 94. She passed away today as well. So big respect. Yeah, big respect to the big man and his mum. And 94 years old, she had a good innings. Yeah, she had a good innings. So big props. And Ian, I know you're going through some really tough times today, but let's give thanks. Give thanks to the Lord for blessing you and blessing your mum. That's had 94 fantastic, fabulous years. Got to see her son grow to become a legend in the world of sport. And that was all because of your upbringing, Nesta. So good.
Offside, surely.
Yeah. So rest in peace, darling. And your son will carry your legacy. And may you rest in peace.
That's a rarity.
So, guys, let's look at Everton. So Everton's top scorer, which is why they're struggling as well, is Andros Townsend. They're the winger.
Wow.
They have a winger who scored 5 goals and 3 assists. So the winger hasn't even really scored as much as Smith Rowe.
Is he even playing?
Right, he's played 16 games.
Yeah, but is he playing now?
I haven't looked at Everton's team sheet. I can do while you're on there.
Yeah, he's playing wide right.
I can't see him.
I'm just going to the team sheet. Here we go. Lineups. Yes, he's playing behind the Richarlison. So he's playing. They're in a 4-4-1-1, and he's playing in the number 10 role. So he's their top scorer. Their second top scorer is the left midfielder, which is Demarai Gray. He's got 4 goals, 2 assists. Their striker, and they've both, by the way, played 16 games.
Not bad. Okay.
Their main striker, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's not playing tonight, by the way.
Yeah, he's been injured for a while.
Yeah, he scored 3 goals, but he's only played in 3 games.
Yeah. He's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah. And outside of that, obviously, Decore's got 2 goals, but he's got 4 assists. So he's been a creative force for them. And Richarlison, their main striker, Richarlison, scored 2 goals and had 2 assists in 9 games.
2 goals.
Yeah, and Iwobi's got 2 goals and 1 assist in 13 games.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what it looks like from that perspective, guys. Time to say hello to everybody in the chat. What's going on, guys? I hope you've hit that like button. If you haven't, then I'll chat to you tonight. But what the home crowd is looking for, Everton's really coming onto Arsenal and pressing them and all over the midfield. And the home fans would love that. They'd be pleased with what they've seen so far in the first 10 minutes. I'm on 11 minutes so far here on Xbox
really
Live.
like seriously hard.
No, they just don't have the players to do it.
They're coming forward, but they ain't pressing hard. They're not even getting within 5 yards of an Arsenal player when he's got the ball. It's only when it gets into their half of the pitch that's when it gets closer.
Right, let's see if we can get into these comments here.
8 games without a win. Wow.
It's madness.
This should be 9.
Yeah, and you guys, if you guys saw what my last video, which was yesterday, it was kind of like an Everton preview, but it wasn't. I just wanted to address Aubameyang and Pepe in that video. And really what I said was, we just have to go with Martinelli at the point, because as much as I like as much as I like Lacazette's last 2 games have been quite average. And I wouldn't expect to see fireworks from him tonight like we did in the Spurs game. When the Spurs game happened, he came on the field. He had fire in his backside and he lifted the whole team. He lifted the fans. And the next game, he did really well as well. And the last 3 appearances from Lacazette have been average. And my marks out of 10 have kind of reflected that. So let's say what's going on to the guys. What's going on, Terry? Big shout out to you. Says, Partey needs the ball in this game. I agree. Jared says, what's up? 3-1 to the Arsenal. Yeah, I hear you, bro. 3-1. I said 2-1 as an away win. D saying this is a must-win game. If Arteta can't win, then serious questions need to be asked of him. I mean, Everton, I mean, one result doesn't make or break the season at this point before the halfway line. But yeah, I would say it would be concerning. And I'd be really worried about that. I don't like the team sheet. I'm going to come out and say it straight away. And it isn't just about Xhaka. It's there's just a lot going on. I wouldn't have started Lacazette. I wouldn't have done that. I would have put Martinelli at the point, and I would have played Pepe today. That's what I did. I would have played Maitland-Niles. Lokonga was rested for the last game, remember, guys. He's been man of the match twice in our last 4 games. And you rest him again. So I would have started Lokonga. I would have started Tavares probably needed a rest. So I don't have the issue with the Tierney thing. He probably needed a rest.
It looks like Tavares will be coming on soon because Tierney's gone down.
Yeah, I saw Tierney bending up in the corner in front of the advertising. And I don't know. And Scottish guys don't normally play at. It looks like he's just awkward. He just landed awkwardly.
He's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
So I probably would have started. I probably would have started Martinelli at the point, if not Nketiah, and then I would have definitely Lokonga in the midfield.
Won't be here in January, Eddie and Nketiah.
Yeah. Well, hold on. It's better than Aubameyang though. I mean, this is why
Hang on. Have we not got a kid playing ball in the under 23s who's banging in goals left, right, and centre?
No. See, but those are more like dog years. You got to divide those goals by 4, and then like convert it that way.
What is the purpose of Nketiah right now?
Well, you can't play Balogun at this point in time. He needs to get experience.
Have you seen the kid's goals?
Of course I have. But we can all agree.
I just don't get this. I've got a kid who's playing every week and scoring pretty much every week against a guy whose only games are in reserve, are not in reserves, are in practice. So this kid that you're talking about, Eddie Nketiah, has not played a serious game. He's only playing practice games. Whereas there's another kid who's only a year or 2 younger, banging goals in real life games. And that's the one you want to choose. And one of them's got a bigger, higher ceiling than the other.
Well, thing is, you say
I'm glad you said that at the end. Sorry, go on. You go, Neil, miss.
See, the thing is, you say he's got a higher ceiling, but I definitely question that. And look at the quality that he's going up against. Like, he's playing up against
he's playing in Little League.
Yeah, he's not playing up against senior football. And we kind of saw in the Brentford game that there is something there with Balogun, but
I gave him a 3 for that game.
No,
His first touch was awful. He was awful that game.
but that again, remember where he's coming. Like he needs more time on the ball to play
I know,
in a
yeah.
man's game. Like
Yeah.
you send him out on loan for a season, and like he'll adapt and he'll find his style for that way. But like now, I think it's way too early. That's the only reason why I would have gone for Lacazette over Aubameyang. I mean, because Lacazette's been playing in this weird withdrawal role where it's not really a striker. He's having to drop back on, almost playing like a number 10. But like you said, we have options. We got Pepe we could bring on. We could change things up. But my biggest problem is with this midfield. And so far in this game, we've already seen like what's going on. Like Everton are starting to suss out the midfield. It's affecting the way how we build the play. It's too slow.
I don't know why, but they don't want to play the ball to the midfield. It's like
Arsenal.
The back four don't want to play the ball. Like
because they're going to get pressed. They're going to get pressed.
Xhaka is running around and nobody ain't finding him with a ball. You know what it is, right? There was a point in time when Arsenal got a little bit comfortable playing a ball to a man in small spaces, knowing full well that, you know what, I have to make a decision very quickly where I'm going to move the ball to. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, quickly. Now do something, Saka.
I've got Odegaard here in the slip to Saka on the right.
Party.
The ball comes in to Odegaard.
Look at where it goes.
Really
that ball is in New York with Bertram right now. That's how far that ball went.
What the hell was that?
Dude.
Way out of the stadium.
So
way out.
Thomas Partey just kicked 3 points for New York Jets.
Stop shooting.
Yeah.
That is what you're doing.
Yeah, Thomas Partey just kicked a 3 points for the New York Jets.
Oh Lord!
And so the field goal is good.
It's got snow coming down on it when it eventually reaches down.
Yeah. So so my thought on it is that Balogun is an unproven Premier League striker, and he lacks Premier League experience and needs experience. And so he is, for me, should not be even in the category in the discussion as for playing for Arsenal at this point in time. Edin Nketiah has won games for Arsenal at this level. Yeah. Forget the fact that he's broken Alan Shearer's record. Forget the fact that he's the hardest working forward in our team and gives you more than the forwards would off the ball. His frustration has led to him not signing 3 contract offers. So he's gone. But he's still an Arsenal player right now. So that's something that I would do all day long. However, I'm thinking about Martinelli because Martinelli's on 90 grand a week. I think that Martinelli could play that role. I think Martinelli could be another Ronaldo. And for me, he's the guy that switched on. So I haven't forgotten about you guys. What's going on, Salva? He says, hey, what's going on, bro? Cool K, Everton has started with a bit more fire. So hopefully our lads will respond appropriately. We have the right personnel for this, I think. CJ, we've been missing for ages. CJ said, Wagwan, people, it's been a while. Yeah, I haven't heard from you in ages, my brother. But CJ says that we should win this 2-0. D says our pressing is, we can't press with those 2 in the midfield, bro. There is no pressing. There's no pressing. Yeah?
Well, you can't say we can't press with them 2 in the midfield. A press starts at the front, Apollo.
And who's been
Martinelli, Lacazette, Odegaard, and Saka.
So who's been the most
running like a blue-ass fly?
Tony, who's been the most consistent presser this season?
I get what you're saying.
It's been Aubameyang.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But let's look at the last game. What did he do? Yeah? Let's look at the game before that. What did he do?
Yeah, he hasn't played well for the last 3 games.
No, Saka's injured.
Oh Lord, it looks like a knee injury.
Yeah, it's knee to knee with Godfrey. Knee to knee.
Yeah, it's just a knee clash. It's just a knock.
he needs to get the cold spray on that one. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Get the cold spray on that. I've had many of them in my life. That used to be a bucket and sponge, and then we get up and go again.
Yeah, so Aubameyang played awful in the last game, but he's still out there working hard, which is the manager's minimum expectation, by the way.
Yeah,
but he had an awful game. He needed to be dropped. He's a striker. He's there to score goals, and he's fluffing his lines.
I appreciate his effort at pressing. What you find is it's a press with no game.
Guess who's warming up?
Pepe.
Nketiah. Pepe's in the doghouse. Pepe can kiss his ass for career goodbye. Honestly.
I looked in the kennel and he ain't there, so he's in the mouse house, you know.
What?
I looked in the kennel and I didn't see Pepe.
Listen, I feel sorry for Pepe. Like, I'm not his biggest fan, but he definitely deserves to get on the pitch to at least be a substitute. It says a lot when Nketiah's contract is running out and he's warming up now to come on the pitch.
Well, Lacazette's contract's running out. He's on the pitch.
Yeah.
Saka looks really uncomfortable right now.
He'll be all right. Yeah. He'll be all right. He just needs to run it out. I've had that knee-to-knee stuff. It hurts for a good 5-10 minutes.
So it's 22 minutes gone, guys, and I've got to be honest, Arsenal's not really in the game.
Ain't done nothing. But neither have Everton. This is two dry-up teams right now. Neither have done anything.
Yeah, Everton they're playing with no confidence. Arsenal, I'm not sure where Arsenal's confidence is because the two top leading goal scorers for Arsenal Football Club are not playing.
This is where I question the stat that you said about Arsenal being the most creative, because I'm like, well, where's that creativity right now? Because I don't see nobody slipping a ball through to a striker. I don't see nobody turning on a dime in the middle of the park.
The reason why I can answer that, Tony. The reason why you can't see that is because this team sheet is trash. Sorry, the team sheet is no good. But remember, Arsenal's the 5th most creative team in the league.
Oh, stop that, Apollo! You
can tell me to stop it, but that doesn't mean it's not true. You can tell me to stop it, mate. But those are the stats.
I don't know who the hell's making up these stats, man. But sometimes the stats are just coming out for stats' sake.
Yeah, those are stats officially by Sky Sports.
I bet if you was to take it on a last 3 games basis, you'd be like rock bottom.
Probably, but that doesn't. No, actually, no, I disagree because Aubameyang missed how much? We had 11 shots, 6 shots on target, in the last game, and Aubameyang's missed 4 goals. Well, he's missed 3, and he messed up Martin Odegaard's goal, didn't he, when it was going in? And he got on the end of it, and it was offside. So we've had goals in there, easy stuff, which are just flapped around. So a lot of our productivity, terrible productivity, is masked under foolishness. And if we were more clinical, we would definitely be doing more. Gabriel just given away a terrible ball there. I don't know what Gabriel was thinking of. And Decore, who we said
needs to restore the balance, right? Like the defenders aren't trying to pass the ball into midfield, and the midfielders are getting pressed. They're losing the ball. There's no way to properly transition the ball right now, and now we are losing the ball left, right, and center. And when we try to press, they're pressing into nowhere because they just can't get the ball.
Do you want to answer that question, you two? Because I would be deemed biased.
Oh, Xhaka is shit right now. Oh, it's a family show. Not very good. It's the appropriate answer. Not very good.
Dear.
Tony, anything to add on that?
I'm not even responding because he's not. It's you know, some things are just not even worth talking about, and that's just not worth talking about as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. So you can't listen to G. G says, cool that Apollo passed that question over to the panel. Yeah, you can be biased, can you? Yeah, who said that 101 weren't fair? Who said that 101 wasn't fair? Yeah. Listen, I told you guys yesterday, man. This has got 0-0 written all over it because we got nobody on there outside of Martinelli who's a goal threat. Simple, man. G saying Lacazette is dusted already on the mince pies, thinking of his next big move in January. I told you he's not played well in the last 2 or 3 games, and he wouldn't have been a guy who I would have put. Why can't you play Nketiah? I don't get it.
Big chances created.
2021 season.
Who's that? Odegaard.
No, Liverpool top, Man City second, Chelsea third, Man United fourth.
Ooh.
Yeah, big chances created. This is from the Premier League website.
I know where it's from. I've seen those stats,
Go
and they're not
find
what we're
it,
talking
bros.
about.
Look who's rocking up at the bottom of it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about chances created. Big chance.
Yeah, no, but this is what you just said. Big chances.
No,
created.
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
49, rocking up at the bottom. Norwich City with 10. Arsenal second bottom with 12.
Yeah, that's big chances created, Tony. There's a difference. There's 3 stats. Tony, you've just brought something really tangible to the table.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. Is not what you're talking about. We're talking about chances created. There's chances created, big chances created, and passes into the final third.
How we fifth on chances created, and 19th out of 20 on big chances created. Please explain.
Because, the definition of big chances creators is ones that leads to shots on goal, and we're lacking in that. Yeah, we're lacking in that.
Wow.
How does Godfrey not get a yellow card? At least he stamps on Tomiyasu's face.
Well, look who the referee is, and then you'll have your answer right there.
Oh no, it's gone to VAR. Possible red card. Yeah, send him off. Serious foul play. You're damn right. Oh, good. Send him off. Let me put my volume up.
Oh my God! Right in his face. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's off.
He's got to be gone.
Look, and he's damn near bleeding on his chin.
Yeah, he's off.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he's going to be off for that.
Surely the referees.
Terry says, after 20 minutes, I can say we can't admit the individual errors, but we can win this game. Everton have no pattern of play, and they're not looking to counter with any block. And he said, oh my God, fans are walking out. Yeah, so I'll go through what just happened in a second until we can get some more feedback on what's going on with VAR. So
that's
VAR,
a red card. That's got to be a red card.
So, guys, we have a potential red card on our hands. What's happened is 4 months to VAR, Stuart Atwell noticing Godfrey leaving his studs on Tomiyasu's face after he goes down in a 50-50 challenge. Does it mean, is he off? Is he off balance? Or is it something that happens? So they're looking at it. For me, guys, it looks like something that could have been avoided. Jimmy Jones is saying Mike Dean is a wanker, and he says, "Excuse my language." Nice one, Jimmy. Oh Jesus Christ! No red card, guys.
And at the same time, looks like Everton's centre back is moving off. He's playing no further part. Yeremina's leaving the pitch to be replaced.
Oh, Mina's off.
Yeah, Yeremina's gone off
for an injury.
Being replaced by the
that's
youngster,
bad for them.
Mason Holgate.
That's terrible for them.
Hopefully brilliant for us.
Yeah, Mina's big time.
Well, I think the kid Holgate's quite not a bad. He's not terrible, so we'll see how he stacks up. At the moment, it's a walk in the park for Everton defenders because we ain't creating nothing.
Yeah.
Come on now.
How we are where we are with that level of chances created, heaven only knows.
Well, first of all,
it's the clean sheets. It's
so
the clean sheets.
Our midfield is not not good. We've got 2 players coming back from injuries who've got no mobility, no nothing, and both of them don't have a bone of creativity in them, if I'm honest. Martin Odegaard has to step up in this game big time. So does Martinelli if we're going to get anything from this game. I'm not expecting anything from...
They all need to step up.
Lacazette as well needs a big game, and he ain't giving us one so far after half an hour.
I'm watching the game, and I'm thinking to myself, what was the point of bringing Xhaka on? Because he's done nothing so far.
And Sambi, who was your man of the match in 2 of the last 4 games, you've left him on the bench.
Yep.
And Niles, who was your man of the match in Watford, you left him on you ain't played him since Watford.
I don't even think he's made the bench. It's criminal.
Wow. G saying VAR working as intended, I see. Yeah, Tomiyasu threw his face into Godfrey Studs. Just look, guys, I gotta tell you something right now. I've calmed down a little bit. My blood is still boiling. I swore yesterday more times in that day than I have for the whole year when I was watching the Formula One. Yeah, when I was watching the Formula One, I don't think my wife has seen me that angry for a long time. And I had to apologize to her after the race because she had to sit down for 2 hours and 45 minutes or however long that took and just watch me effing and blinding for the whole race. I was as mad as a hatter. My blood was boiling. I was on gas mark 300 at the time, man. Terry says Party executes a half turn and we get a corner and needs to do this more often. May I remind everybody that towards the end of last season, Partey was playing fantastically, and in pre-season, he was one of our standout players. But the problem is, when he gets injured, everything just seems to go. Like it happened last season when he got injured and he came back and started playing. He never, like for months, he was just nowhere. And Bertram, love to my brother from another mother, Bertram says that Partey's got old man years. Yeah, he might be 29, but man playing like he's 39. So I agree with Bertram with that. I mean, I don't know what is going on.
Good. Nice play. Oh, what a ball. Oh.
Good ball from Saka there. It goes back to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's ball to...
It looked like a good ball, but it just looks like Saka stopped running.
Yeah, it looked like he gave up on that one.
But I don't know what Saka is doing. Not Saka.
He shouldn't be out on the right. Like him and Martinelli should switch.
I think so, yeah.
Like Martinelli scores the goal on the right. Why doesn't he play on the right?
I meant Xhaka.
Oh.
Kuke says Mortal Kombat challenge and no red card. Yep, fatality, my friend. Kuke says, what the F is this formation? Bro, I don't even know. I'm not even doing that right now.
Well, it's the same as always. It's a 4-2-3-1.
That don't look like a 4-2-3-1 to me,
it's
mate.
It's always a 4-2. Well, no, it's not always a 4-2.
It is. Whatever that is, it definitely doesn't look like that.
It's a very mobile 4-2-3-1, but you got Lacazette, who's being much more in the game than Aubameyang would be, because what Lacazette will do, he'll come deep, and he'll bring other people into the game. What he doesn't do is disappear for the game. Oh, there's Andres Townsend. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Really? That was calm.
Everton are all over us right now.
Yeah, they're not all over us. They're just having
You're going to see in a bit.
They're having a spell. You're not that far ahead of me. I'm 35 minutes.
Yeah, I'm 35 minutes as well. Yeah, so am I.
They're having a spell. They've had a couple of shots.
Great block there by Ben White. Tiger and Guna says, come on, you Gunners. Yeah, big shout out to you, bro. Hit a like button and let's hear what's going on from all you Gooners out there. Actually, let me just quickly put this up. There's the latest score. Yeah, let me just put that up to let everybody know. Actually, you know what? It's easier if I just put this in the rolling banner. I think that makes more sense. Everton are going to feel at half-time like they got a chance to win this game. What do you guys think in the chat? What's your opinion on where this game is going? Were you happy with the team sheet? Are you happy that Tierney and Xhaka are back in the team? Are you happy that we've looked absolutely trash for 35 minutes and are getting overrun by a team who won in 7 games? Let me know what your thoughts are. You can hear the irony in my voice, can't you? Tony's busy dashing away there on the statistician, trying to find out what the hell is going on.
This game is a nothing game. There's nothing in it. I can honestly say Arsenal look like dead food right now. Martinelli's the only spark in this game right now for me.
So I just want to remind you something. Last year, we did, under COVID, we did every single stream. This channel did every single stream except for one. And that was because I had to go out to a family do. And the game was Arsenal versus Everton at Goodison Park. Arsenal lost that game 1-0. And we had played, from what Bertram, yourself, and Neomis told me, and Nabil, that it was the worst display that we had all season. And right now, I don't know whether we're topping that with this display right here.
Nah, it's not that bad.
It just looks like all the good things.
Oh, nice pass from Odegaard.
Now, how many shots on goal have we had?
No, but
none.
How many shots have they had?
No, they've had a couple.
They're trash. Yeah, they're not. They weren't sitting in 5th for a month.
Yeah,
they've had 4 attempts and we've had 1, according to Sky Sports.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
But none of them have got past the player. They're all been blocked shots, haven't they?
Yeah.
No shots from target from either team.
Right.
Yeah. So, guys, after 38 minutes, Arsenal have not had a shot on target against one of the worst teams in current form in the league.
Yeah. Woeful.
And I can just
that's got so much ability with players like Bukayo Saka that, according to Nabil, is one of the best players we have. So apparently he's so talented. Now he's got to do something. Go on.
Man. Terry says we can win this game if we step it up in the set. We can win this game if we change something. Yeah, if we get Pepe on, if we get Nketiah on, then we might have a chance. Kuke saying, Apollo, you were right about Lacazette. I told you Lacazette's not done anything in the last 3 games. And I'm watching here after 40 minutes. What's he done in 40 minutes?
I tell you what, he's working. He's working because he's
but when I told you Aubameyang was working last week, you said that's not good. That it doesn't matter about it.
Yeah, I'm giving him a little while to get his feet. Go on. Oh, what's that? Another corner?
Yes, corner.
Yeah, we've got another one.
Yeah, another one. Yeah. Get it on Gabriel's head, man.
We're quite good from set pieces.
Gary says, how hasn't Godfrey even got a yellow yet? They deemed it as an accident, and the reason why they did was because if you look at his face, he's actually facing the other way from the player. So what they were saying was he couldn't have known that his face was on the floor. That's what they said. It kind of looked like that way to me, but I just think that that's a dirty move. I just think that is dirty.
That's a penalty. Tomiyasu gets pushed in the back, but now it went the other way round.
Yeah. Is VAR looking at it?
Hell no.
No, there you go.
They saw a foul the other way somehow.
My
I
God.
clearly saw Tomiyasu's back arch because he was pushed in midair. I'd have to see that again.
Yeah, the home crowd are enjoying a fight.
This is dead food game, man. None of these teams is looking like they could. Or 40 minutes in, and we've done absolutely nothing. We've not had a shot on target in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well. So you know what I was saying at the start of the game about let's give this team a chance. Let's see. I don't see them scoring the 4 goals that, I was thinking, well, if they hit 4, we'll be eating humble pie. I can't see it happening.
G said, come on, Apollo. Godfrey should have been sent off. Blatant stamp on the... Well, I just explained what happened, but do I think it was a red card? Yes, I do. And I've given an excuse to you why it wasn't a red card, but the problem is yes, it was an accident, but when somebody goes...
Give it him.
How many red cards have we seen which were accidents? The fact is that you did what you did. Whether it was intentional or not, let me give you an instance. Yeah, the David Luiz penalty last year where the guy clipped his knee and Luiz didn't even put in a tackle. That was a penalty. He didn't mean it, but the fact is...
That's shit, Odegaard.
It still happened. So whether it was a red card or not, whether it was intentional or not, for me, it was still, you stamped on the guy's face. So
what the hell
I think he should have gone.
I think he should have gone.
Yeah, awful. I did. James is saying Pickford winking at Mike Dean sums it up for me. Disgraceful referee. And James says, I don't think it was an accident. Yeah, I would have sent him off either way, James. I would have sent him off either way. If that was an Arsenal player now.
It's dangerous play.
If that was Xhaka would have been red carded. He'd be off the pitch by now. That happened to Nketiah last year, where Nketiah had it was an accident. He didn't mean it.
Straight red.
And it was a straight red card. Yeah, so Terry saying Odegaard should have released Saka there. Yeah, Odegaard to me has not played. I think the game against, where was it, Burnley, where he scored the free kick, which was a fantastic free kick. And I thought he actually played really well in that game.
Somebody scored?
No, Neomis is going crazy. What's going on, Neomis?
Mad. He's gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know why.
Must have scored.
Yeah, I did tell you that they're probably going to lose today. Look at the team sheet. Look at the team sheet. Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at the team sheet.
Header from...
there you go.
Yeah.
So, guys, like I said, I weren't feeling great about this once I saw the team sheet. I would have never put that team sheet out there to play. And Arsenal ain't going to get a goal from anywhere. They've got nowhere they can get a goal. They're going to lose this game if they don't change it quickly.
Nabil, where are you, Nabil? Come on and talk to us about your great player, Bukayo Saka.
It's offside. Great.
I'm not sure if it's offside.
No. His arm is offside. Yeah, it's offside.
Oh, but his arm.
That alone should be enough to warn Arteta. Start making changes in this midfield.
Okay, right. So, guys, yeah, it's official. It's actually no goal.
That's the warning right there.
Yeah.
Get to halftime. Let's regroup. Let's bring on Nketiah, Pepe. Fix this central midfield, and yeah.
But guys, I said, look, don't be surprised if we lose this one, because you can go back to my Twitter I sent an hour ago, and I said Everton have been gifted an early Christmas present. They looked at the team sheet, and Everton are up for it. This is as good a chance as Everton have got us winning this side of Christmas as they can get. Yeah. I said it before the game.
Well, half time, 3 substitutions, easy. Go on, Saka, do something.
We've had nothing from Saka, nothing from Odegaard. Martinelli has been. He hasn't even had the ball in many times when you're looking for that kind of support. So the front line is awful. And guys, I'm sorry to say this, but this is what happens. We talk about Aubameyang. He's not doing his job. You take out your leading goal scorer, who has been awful, by the way, and we're even worse. I mean, we're even worse. So what do you do? I mean, Aubameyang's probably going to come on second half. I'd love to see Pepe. I'd love to see Nketiah. Terry says, to agree, Apollo, other than the set piece, they've done nada. We've done nothing, mate. I don't see a single player on that Arsenal outside of Martinelli who can score. I really don't. And Martinelli has been isolated. He ain't even been in the game. So something's going to have to change. This game needs something to spark it to life. And we just looked toothless. I mean, we have not had a shot on target in the whole first half. Not one shot on target against a team that hasn't won in 7 games. So we need something to come to life. We need Odegaard to come to life. We need Lacazette to come to life. We need Martinelli to come to life. Yeah. Yes. I just said Odegaard. Oh my God! I just said Odegaard.
Doing nothing all game comes up with the. You know what? Well done, Kieran Tierney, for the cross.
Yeah,
that's what we need. A little bit of luck. Well, it wasn't even luck, but
look at that.
With how badly we've played,
it's an Ozil type finish as well. So I just want to let you know and bear witness, Neomis, because I've told Tony and Bertram that Odegaard has scored 9 goals and 12 assists in a season before. Yes, it was Vitesse, we know, but the fact is he has that in his locker. And when we compared him to Ceballos, Odegaard is definitely the most threatening in terms of goal. And this is his what? This is his.
Finish.
Oh yeah, he's better than Ceballos.
That's the Ozil type finish. That is.
That's a beauty. That is a beauty.
That is what we need.
That is a beautiful goal.
All right, people, put the kettle on. I'm gonna go have myself a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, because I don't know where Everton scores now. I mean, we didn't even know where the Arsenal would score.
I didn't know we was going to score a goal.
Third goal of the season. Look, James said, "Good call, Apollo." So I just mentioned Odegaard and Lacazette. I said one of them need to step up and score and take this game by the scruff of the neck. But I just want to say, everyone's saying, including myself, and remember, I wanted last week to be straight with Tony and Nabil and Bertram. I wanted to be straight with them. By no means was I saying Odegaard was poor. My grades for Odegaard this season have been 5s. He's been average. I haven't said he's been poor. I said he's been average. I said he hasn't.
5 is poor, bruv. 5 is poor.
No, 5 is average, Tony. 5 is a C.
No.
C is average.
Bro,
poor is a 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1 and a 0. Listen, don't miss it. Me and you went to the same school, you know. Me and you went to the same school. I know what 5 is. Yeah.
Come on, wait. Since when has 5 been average, bro?
Listen, Tony says 6 is above average, Tony. 6 is above average.
No. The average player is not getting 6 and 5, brother. The average should be 7.
No. Oh, no, come on.
Nyomis, tell me the thing.
7 is good.
What should the average be?
7 is
7. No, 7s have been good.
What's average?
5.
Chuck,
no, come on. 6 is above average and 4 is below average.
Wait. Do you know what the word average means? Yeah?
I can't give you
wait. I'm gonna educate you, man.
Yes, guys.
Please do. Take us to school.
Right, I'm gonna take you to school. Right? If you get a 5, for 10 weeks on the trot out of 10. If you get 5 out of 10, your average is 5. Yeah? It's what.
Sorry.
Right. Now, if you get a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, your average is 5. It's the mark that is the mean between the sum total of all the grades and the number of grades you got. Yeah? That's what's called the average.
No, the average
sometimes also called the mean. Yeah.
Yeah. The definition of average is the central value of a set data. The central value. What is the central value of 10?
So hang on.
I'm asking you a question. What's the central value of 10?
No.
You can't answer it.
this is where you're getting it wrong, Apollo.
No,
what is the average?
How can I get it wrong? That's the definition of average.
Hang on. No.
But why haven't you answered my question? What's the central value of 10?
What you're saying is
what the Collins Dictionary says. I'm just asking you. What's the central value of 5?
You misread. I'm about to school you. Hang on. Just listen to what I'm going to tell you.
You're going to school the Collins Dictionary. All right, I'm listening.
Yeah. So let me tell you. An average performance, yeah, is based on what you expect the performance to be like. Yeah. So let me put it this way. Let me break this down for you. Yeah. If you're a basketball player, Apollo, let me put it this way. If you're a basketball player, let's take Steph Curry. Yeah. Let's take Steph Curry as an example. Yeah. On a normal night, Steph Curry will drop you what? How many points? What's his average?
I'm listening. I'm all ears, bro.
What's his average? 20, 25 points?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Something like that.
That's his average. Yeah? Now, how many points can a basketball player get? He can get 0. Yeah? He could go out every night and drop 0. Or he might go out and do a Michael Jordan and score you 80. Yeah? Now, what you have to do is go, what is the average performance for an athlete in that sport? Yeah? And then you work out where the mark sits. Yeah? So if the average number of points per player in the NBA is 9.3, yeah? Average, 9.3. I'm not saying it is, just giving an example. Then that's the average. So at the end of the night, if the player scores 9, he's done average. If he scored 5, he's below average. If he scored 68, he's way above the average. He's elite. Yeah? You running with me?
No, I'm lost at the moment. You've taken 5 minutes what the dictionary has explained in 1 second.
Is the average performance of a footballer should be not 5, because you're getting paid between 40 and 300 grand a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony. I can't. I don't get it. I've gone by the dictionary's logic of the meaning of the word.
Wait. I've just explained. If you take NBA basketball, the average score of a player, let's say, is about 9 points per player. Some players will score an average of 20. Some will get 25. James Harden in his good days was getting 35 points a game. Yeah? And we know the extremes, because we know Michael Jordan could score you, Kobe scored you 81 in one game. Yeah? But nobody's saying that the average is 5 out of 10. The average is the average. In football, what you have to go as an average is to say, what is the average score that footballers get in the Premier League? Bearing in mind that every footballer in the Premier League gets between £20,000 a week and 508 or 850 grand a week, because I don't know what Ronaldo's on. I know he's on stupid money. Yeah? Now, the average performance in the Premier League is not 5, my brother. You're on mute.
Yeah. So I don't even know how to quantify that, because I don't understand.
I'll tell you how you quantify it. Go on any statistics site.
No, I just went on Collins Dictionary and it explains it pretty clear. But I knew this when I was at school, because when I got 50 out of 100 in my tests, my teachers told me I had an average score. When I got a C,
no, you didn't.
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
No,
you didn't.
Tony,
Apollo.
Tony, I sat quiet and listened to you, so let me explain it. Yeah, when my teachers gave me a C, yeah, they said, Apollo, it was an average score. So my definition of average, which is exactly what the Collins Dictionary says. Yeah.
Okay, let me again back you up. Let me again back you up, because C would be the median, the middle mark between A and E. But we all happen to know that there are 6 marks in any exam, because it goes down A, B, C, D, E, and F for fail. So you was wrong. If your teacher told you C was an average, she lied.
Wow. Okay. So
Because there are
for
6,
all of you
the
guys that
median
are out
cannot
there,
be C, Apollo.
yeah, I can read. I mean, nobody gets it, Tony. But yeah, you guys have to understand. Tony is a teacher, so if he's telling us some logic that we don't know, you got to give him the respect for that.
Yeah.
But none of us understand it. So
Logic
that's the
tells
bottom
you.
line. Yeah?
Tony,
Logic tells you that an
So-
average mark is based on what
No,
everybody
because
else
Neomis,
is getting.
he's a teacher, but even the teachers
No,
told me.
Hang on, wait.
Yeah.
Average mark is based on what everybody else in the team is getting. So if everyone in your team gets 9 out of 10 every game, and you're getting 5,
no,
are you still
that's
telling me that you're
yeah.
getting average?
no. See that's
Naomi, talk to talk. Am
no.
I
See,
right?
see. I know what you're talking about. You're basing a moving average based
Which is
on
projected.
expectation
It's the word
and
projected, right?
performance. Yeah,
5 is not average, bro.
no. Like, just if you're looking at standard, like 5 is average. You're talking about an average that moves depending on everybody else in the team.
That's projected. It's not average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody predicts anyone on the pitch to walk
So
on
I think
the
someone's
pitch and
even
get
said it
5
here
out
as
of
well.
10, bro. Nobody.
So
Not in the
D
Premier
says
League. You're getting paid. You're getting
No.
paid
They
400
all
grand,
start at
300
5.
grand, 200 grand.
They all start at 5. When minute 1 happens, they all start at 5, and depending on what they do will be depending on where it goes. That's the way how I see it. Because I also gave Odegaard 5s.
Apollo, what is the average mark that you give to players based on this season? Yeah, just think. What is the average mark that you give to players for Arsenal's performance this season so far? Is it 5?
Yeah, always been 5.
No, is it 5?
Yes.
So most players you're saying are getting 5.
No.
Most players for average performances get 5. Yeah.
No. What are most players getting?
Like
Neomi,
7.
you understand it, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, I get what you're saying, because
Right.
you want to work out the average based on how, but I think
the team
that's
was in
unfair.
5th place and they weren't average. They were pretty good.
So hang on.
So the average score of their
team,
performances
we're gonna
was 6 or
10th.
7s.
If we're average, we're going to finish 10th. What's Arsenal's average position in the league? It ain't 10th.
Yeah, he's lost me. I'm ready to move on, guys. And yeah, I don't get it. G says, so all of the player ratings over the years for Tony have been wrong. Carletto says, sorry, Tony, having a hard time trying to follow your logic.
Okay.
Terry says, forget the league average, bruv. We're only interested in what averages the winners are putting up. Good, fair point. I don't know who this is. This is probably Gary. Gary says, you're going way off track running on your own. Kulse says, Tony is right about something, but it isn't the definition of the word average, more like projected. I just said that.
No, it's
Terry
not projected, bro.
Terry said, allow it, Tony.
I'm going to take you to a game yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take you to a game yesterday.
Yeah, I think we spent a bit too. I think our listeners are telling us we've spent a bit too much in it, and we should be going back to the game.
All right. So here's the game yesterday. Aston Villa played Norwich. Aston Villa played Leicester yesterday. Yeah. The lowest mark for any player in Aston Villa is 6.2. The highest mark is 8.6. How can the average be 5, brother?
Yeah, how can it be 5?
So tell me.
I can't because I don't get it. So that's why I just I put it back to you because I don't understand it. All right. D says, no fat to chew on from the first half other than the one clear chance. Yeah, because I had said just before that we ain't even hit the target. And then and I was like, the only guys that can do something is Saka, Odegaard, probably Martinelli, maybe Lacazette. But Odegaard and Lacazette were the 2 names that I brought forward. I kind of thought about Martinelli, but I don't know. He's been isolated. But Odegaard comes out with an Ozil type finish. I mean, that even looks like Ozil when he's running into the box like that. That's what you like to see. Who's this? Gary says, don't start the mark at 5. Yeah, I agree. You guys are still talking about averages. Come on, let's move on, man. Terry says, do you disagree about the run of play from Ramsdale has not been worked and they've only had a set piece? Yeah, outside of the set piece, what have they done? So the first half, guys, Richarlison is just devastated. Did you see how he looked when he walked off the field? Because it could have been all so different for Arsenal. Instead of 1-0 Everton, it's 1-0 Arsenal. And you have to think to yourselves, whoever scored the first goal is probably going to win this game, because this is awful by both teams at the moment. It's not the type of game you want to see on a Monday evening after. By the way, yesterday I had a trifecta. The Utah Jazz won, the Washington Redskins beat the Raiders, and Lewis Hamilton won. So yesterday, even though my blood was boiling and I went to bed happy, I was knackered. I was mentally exhausted. What's your thoughts on the first half, Neomis?
Terrible first half, to be honest. I'm sorry, it was a terrible first half. I didn't like one key instance with the lineup. I literally think that our midfield has been the cause on why we haven't looked better in this game. But just a bit of good movement and play, and things just have worked out to be where it is. Like, I honestly think if we had this starting 11 against a better side, a West Ham, I don't think that we're scoring this goal. But well done to Tierney, well done to Odegaard, for scoring it. I just hope that we make the change in midfield and do it through from there. So
we're just in the best. We've just seen. Sorry, we're just in the best comment of the day. So finish up, Neomis, and we'll talk about the comment, and Tony can comment on it.
Yeah, for me, I just hope that Arteta makes changes sometime in the second half, and brings on a better midfield balance. Then we could really crush them.
So G says, I think everything Everton has done has happened on Tomiyasu's side. Even offside goal, Tomiyasu almost plays Richardson onside too. This is the comment of the day so far, guys. Kuke says, why did we stop Uber and Lacazette? They look the best combination up front. Now, before you two answer that, I've been talking about this for weeks. I've said two things. Aubameyang for the last 3 games has been awful. And also Lacazette has been average, because Lacazette has only come in as a bit part player. He hasn't started any of the games. Odegaard has. So I think that this comment is fantastic. Aubameyang's poor play could be localized to the fact that Lacazette went on the pitch.
But that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. He needs his part. Batman needs his Robin. Like, literally, Batman needs his Robin.
Tony, you got the conch quickly.
What game was that when they played together?
Well, Spurs. Remember when he came on, threw his hands up in the field, Spurs, then they beat Villa, and they played fantastic together in that Villa game. And then they dropped Lacazette for Odegaard. And since when they did that, Aubameyang's just looked trash.
That's rubbish, party.
So,
go on.
Terry says Arsenal will not dominate games with Xhaka in the side. Yeah, we all agree with that. Tony, overall thoughts on the first half? And do you agree with that assessment?
I agree totally with what Naomi said. What a load of rubbish until the goal. How's that a foul?
I think we actually could see that. So Aubameyang coming on and then having him and Lacazette go up front might change the game. I mean, I'm up for anything at the moment, but it does make sense what you lot are talking about. It makes 100% sense.
I agree.
So anyway, guys, we're back underway at Goodison Park. Let me know what you guys' thoughts were, even though you did already. What would you expect? Do you agree, guys, by the way, that Aubameyang and Lacazette is the combination that we're looking to get away? That's really been firing it up for Arsenal. Do you agree? Because since Lacazette's done nothing at the moment in the last 3 games.
It's a temporary solution. Like, for me, I don't know no other way to get the best out of Aubameyang. I think you got to play the two together. But like,
how are you gonna keep playing a guy who's dead every game? Literally. Whoa.
But then what are the alternatives?
Don't play him.
No. But
Rest his ass until he
who's
can
going to
find
play out
some
front?
form.
Who's going to play out wide? And then, like, I cannot wait for the club to go and fix this final third issue with the Arsenal players, because it does need some surgery, and when it's done, we will look like a better team.
Big time.
Like, we will. Like, right now, we just have to contend with this at least for the next 12 to 18 months. But
Well,
we
can't
need.
be 12 months, bro, because the window.
No, it's 6 months. Yeah, it's 6 months. It's half a season.
No, it's not just. But we're not going to sell Aubameyang in the summer.
I don't think we're going to do anything in the new year, guys. That's.
No, I'm talking about in the summer. It's not 12 months.
Yeah, in the summer we'll go and get a striker.
In the summer we lose about another 6 players, Miomis.
Yeah, we lose 6 players, which accounts to 520 grand a week.
But do you think that we're going to go and buy another a striker?
We have to.
Yeah.
What for Aubameyang to be on the bench? Like, are we really going to allow Aubameyang to be on the bench?
Bro, Lacazette is leaving.
No, I know that. Yeah,
is leaving.
Yeah.
We'll probably lose Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Guendouzi is leaving. Mavropanos is leaving.
Chambers is leaving. El Nene is leaving. Chambers is leaving.
Bro, are you joking if you don't think we can go and get a centre forward, which is the one position we most now need to go and fix?
And after this season, remember, guys, Aubameyang has 1 year left on his deal.
The board has said this is their focus in next summer. They did the midfield this summer. They did the midfield and the defence over the last 2 years. And now it's centre forward time.
Yeah. And they'll get another attacking midfielder as well. They have to, because the options are really limited in the midfield.
I hope they do. I hope they do.
And because you found some gems, this summer, I actually have faith in Edu and Arteta. I actually have faith in them bringing in players.
Well, I hope they're using the stats company that I always see these commercials for.
Centre forward, Gary says, which centre forward would you go for? Well, everybody knows me and Neomis's thoughts on that. We would go for Alexander Isak. Tony, I think. Tony, what was your preference on centre forward? Was it Ollie Watkins or Calvin Lewin?
I'm not really going with either of them, to be honest. I'm looking at
me neither.
Thinking, like, who's banging in goals?
No, to me, it's who can stand up. Both of them injury prone to us. I wouldn't back my future and 50 million on a set of players who can't even kit up on a Saturday afternoon.
Question: how much do you think we'll spend on a striker?
50.
I think up to 80 million.
Godfrey, this time, guys, has got a yellow card.
Oh my God! Right player is
he stamps on Saka's foot with his studs.
I'm sorry, Godfrey should have been off. Should have been off by now.
His second yellow.
Hold on, is this VAR?
Should be on. I'm sorry.
Is it? I think it went for went to VAR.
No, I didn't go VAR.
Well, his studs, his actual studs, the whole.
Yeah, not VAR, mate.
Oh my God!
Look at Xhaka, does nothing.
Is Xhaka even on the field today? Is Partey even on the field today?
Just as I expected. Because I see Partey passing, and at least he's had a shot. What is Xhaka doing?
If that's what you call a shot, Tony, man.
I know.
Get both of them off. Put some proper mobile central midfield players.
Oh.
This is dog shit.
Saka's going in the wars, man.
I know. Saka's. D says, I expect Everton to put in more of a spirited showing. I mean, make no mistake, this is Rafa's job. Yeah, but the confidence was low. I think they got confidence from the team sheet, but now Arsenal are 1-0 up. Everton have almost, it's an impossible task for them now.
Okay, who's the free kick specialist there?
That'll be Odegaard or Partey or Lacazette.
Lacazette can crack him, can't he? It's a little bit far, though. Past Pickford, England's #1.
England's number 2, remember, mate. Ramsdale is England's number 1.
Go! Oh, how did he miss?
I don't know. It was
Header.
Gabriel on the far post. Yeah, it was more of a
In the
setup
goal.
than anything else. And yeah, Gary agrees that Saka is taking an absolute battering. Good to see Gary. Good to see Gary in the chat on Facebook. Normally, we see a lot from G out there in the US. On the in the base in Ohio. I hope I hope you're doing well, G, and let me know when you're back in the UK as well. Ooh, look at Everton here. Gabriel's done well to intercept that. Everton showing a little bit more of a spirited performance.
Still haven't had a shot on goal, have they?
No. I think they've had one, mind you.
They've had 4 shots, not 1 on target.
I'll have to go back into the stats. Let me also look at the league table because where are we in the league table at this point right now?
5th or something like that.
We're 5th. We're 5th at this point right now. With a -2 goal difference. To be continued. I wish we, you know what, get Aubameyang on, and let's just have him and Lacazette up front together, and let the 2 boy them do their thing. For Aubameyang, you've got to look at the boss and say, "Okay, boss, I learned my lesson. I was a naughty boy. I missed some terrible chances. Let me back on, and I'll make up for it."
Give it to him. Give it to Partey.
Has Lacazette
That's a ball from
got enough in it today? It's not been a great performance by him today.
Nice. Oh, unlucky. Go on, Xhaka. Find somebody. Nice. Oh, where are you, Laka? You got to be going for that. He's on the edge of the box in no man's land.
Yeah,
the ball comes out the Tierney. You got to be running in the box, mind you. You know what? Laka's in loads of space. Laka is standing in an acre of space. If Tierney just puts the ball to his feet, he gets a crack at goal. That's the difference between Tierney and Tavares. Tavares would have played that ball to feet. Bloody hell. I've not seen a team lose the ball as quickly as Everton since Arsenal. They lose the ball like literally before the team. They did a replay, and as soon as the ball came, the TV came back to the live football. Arsenal had the ball again. I'm like, right, how did you lose the ball so quick?
G says our players never react to anything. Look at when Emil Smith-Rowe's goal against Man United was originally ruled out. You'd expect players to berate the ref, but we just stood there and patiently waited to accept whatever decision was made. Terry says Tierney's delivery is mustard. Why don't Laka read that? Yeah,
no, because Laka moves into a space where he's got nobody.
Yeah,
literally nobody around him on the edge of the box.
But Laka never gets on the end of anything in the box, Tony. He never gets on the end of anything.
He should lift his head up and play the ball to his feet.
G says fans will say Xhaka played a great game and Bertrand will give him 7 out of 10. The same old dog shit from our fan base.
Come on.
Who's this? You guys. Who's this? Gary. Gary says you guys digging out Xhaka, but he's doing a job covering for Tierney.
Close him down. Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Talk about getting rid of it, Xhaka.
Wow. D says badly need the centre forward. I'd go out all in. Yeah, January. No. Oh, shit.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
We've conceded.
Yeah. VAR ain't going to be able to do anything about that one.
Who messed this up?
Good ball from Decore. Gabriel let him run by him. Yeah, Gabriel. He got past Gabriel in the breeze there, man.
Gabriel's not
offside.
watching him.
Is it offside?
No, it can't be.
It looks like it's offside.
Is it offside? Let's have a look. Is it offside?
He's offside.
He's offside. Oh, he's offside.
I think it might be offside by a shoelace.
It
might be a shoelace.
Yeah,
by Arsenal, lucky. No. Arteta, put this game away. I don't like where this is going. Put it away. No, Everton are like the most unluckiest team in the world. If this is ruled off,
it's off. You can see.
I don't know. That's very unfortunate if it is.
Offside! They're so unlucky! No, they're the most unluckiest side of the world. Arsenal, come on now, get the 3 points.
Guys, we keep saying that we get undone by VAR. If it weren't for VAR, we'd be 2-1 down today.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, we'd be 2-1 down.
That
is
crazy.
Yeah. So, guys, let me take that banner off because that banner's just a disgrace right now. So, guys, VAR wiped off a second goal. Stuart Atwell had another look and it is denied. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, I was sure actually because you could see the red boot, which was off the white line, and Gabriel's foot was on the white line. We're talking toenails now. That's where we are.
Wow.
Hey.
That's the game, guys. That's the game. And people talk to me about American football and basketball. There's too much money in the game. They have to do this. They have to do it. There's too much money in the game, guys. Everton have scored 2 goals. We're talking about they've been shit. But if you go by the rule of law...
Martinelli, come on! Oh, God. Oh, through ball from Odegaard comes in on the right. Similar to the goal that how we scored before. Martinelli now coming up from left to the centre.
So, Tony.
Yeah.
Our statistician. That's the 3rd through ball from Odegaard.
Yeah.
That's the 3rd. That's the 3rd through ball from Odegaard. So not only has he scored, but he's created as well.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see because that is what we paid the money for, right?
Yeah.
So that's average, bro. That's what I'm expecting. Average.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I hear what you're saying.
Just on average, I'm expecting 3 precise key passes a game, minimum.
And remember, guys, I said I gave him a 5 for his last 3 games, and in one of those games, he actually scored a goal. Actually, no, I tell a lie. Against Burnley, I gave him a 7 because he won the game for us. I think it was a 7.5 actually against Burnley, and he won the game for us. And he played really well. He had 4 key passes in that game as well. G says Odegaard will get man of the match. Apollo. He's played well today. I agree. At this point, I can't really see anybody else. I'd be hard pushed to choose anybody else. D says both clear offsides. I don't see why there's such an uproar. We're at Goodison Park. I think that's why there's a big uproar at the moment, D. Because
if it was at Highbury,
Emirates,
we'd be stewing if it was against us. So, you know what? I'm glad that those decisions have gone the way they have. You know, look, we've been the unfortunate recipients of poor VAR decisions in the past.
I still don't know how Godfrey's still on the field. I've got to be on.
Come on, Xhaka, press him.
Yeah, Xhaka has not been pressing at all today.
That's the ball.
Lucky for me, guys, I don't have to grade him. I'll leave that to you two.
Oh, God. And look. So you could look, there's Xhaka. Yellow cards. There he is. He's back with the yellow.
Talk us through it, Neon. Let's talk us through it.
Well, it all starts from Xhaka watching Decore get the ball. Then the ball goes out to this young guy, Gordon. Gordon comes and tries to dribble past him, and Xhaka just basically holds him and picks up a yellow. That's a typical Xhaka foul. Typical. Take him off. He really is a liability now.
It's not even a tackle. He literally is the worst. If you was to do a how to tackle guide, that would be the worst way to tackle. Literally.
Yeah.
He doesn't move his feet.
Gary says, what a stupid challenge. James says, second goal for Arsenal now. Goodison will implode. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
G says, Xhaka's clueless. He's a liability. As long as he doesn't get a red. I mean, let's be fair. If you haven't given Godfrey a red for those two challenges, then maybe Xhaka's in good stead today.
What a terrible cross.
Yeah, that was awful, wasn't it? You ain't won in your last 7 games. You have a set piece, 2 goals disallowed, and you have a set piece like that, and it just goes over everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, look, you can see there it's clearly offside.
Well, it's not really. It's just like, wow. It's a shoelace, right?
Well, not really. The fact that it was on the penalty area line, the big white line, Gabriel's foot's on it, but Richarlison's foot is actually off it.
Sorry, guys. Just really good pass and move between Odegaard and Saka. I thought there was going to be an opportunity for Lacazette there.
Sorry, guys. I said it before. Haven't been impressed with Lacazette's play. And today, he's just not been at the races. Look, he's got Odegaard running in for a pass there, and then Lacazette loses possession.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think you're being a little bit overly sensitive about Lacazette's play. Because if Aubameyang was playing right now, you wouldn't be getting none of this. You would be getting none of this.
But we're not getting nothing anyway. So what's
Hang on, wait.
What are we getting from Lacazette today?
He's playing with the ball.
He's just lost. That's the second time he's lost. He's given the ball away in the final third inside the penalty.
You know what he's trying to do, Apollo? He's trying to create a key pass. Yeah, that's the most difficult chance to create.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's not working though, is it?
Okay, so you know what? I'd rather a guy get it wrong 10 times than not even try it once.
Yeah, I'd rather a guy get it and complete the pass and create the chance.
But this is the difference. Aubameyang ain't trying it.
No, but Odegaard's had 3 key passes today in the game.
Yes, I'm not complaining about Odegaard. What I'm saying to you is you're trying to say that Lacazette is worse than Aubameyang.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Lacazette hasn't played. No. I've given Lacazette 5s as well for his last few games. He hasn't, like Odegaard, he hasn't set the world alight, but he hasn't been awful. He hasn't been bad.
Right. And you know what
average.
Been awful?
Yeah. He's been average, Tony.
Yeah. He's been out. No, honestly, he's been average.
He's been average. Yes.
No, Tony said he's been like a 5-6-inch, like 5.5. I'll give him. Like real talk. Like no jokes on that. Like that's where he's been today.
He's got Arteta's got to change his midfield now.
Yes.
He's got 65 minutes gone. He's got to change the midfield. Get Partey off. If you keep Xhaka and Partey on there, you're going to lose the game.
You can't take off Partey and leave Xhaka.
I'd take both of them off. I wouldn't even have started Partey.
If you're going to take one off, take Xhaka off. Xhaka's on a yellow card. I can smell a red card coming.
Yeah, you only got 3 subs, bro.
Still trailing despite having the ball in the back of the Arsenal net twice to be frustrated by VAR. It's Damari Gray's corner. Keane is up for it.
He's offside, isn't he? I thought he was offside there. Yeah, he's offside. What is a late whistle? Gary says, Xhaka off, Sambi on. We don't want to go down to 10. Yeah, I think everybody's saying get Xhaka off. Yeah, he's clear offside. He's a whole foot offside.
Yeah, way off.
So far, Arsenal, 4 shots, 2 on target. Everton 4 shots, none on target.
Mm-hmm.
It's poor by Everton.
That is why they're at. That's why they're at where they're at. 8 defeats on the spin.
Yeah,
They are poor.
this is
Not
a
as
game.
poor
You
as
know,
Newcastle,
Maitland.
but they're poor.
Maitland Niles is. I love the way Odegaard spreads the ball away. Look how he just starts that attack. Saka now on the right. Now he plays the through ball. Where's Martinelli been for the last half an hour, guys?
He's around. He's doing a lot of running.
Yeah, that's all I see him doing at the moment. We need a bit more than a lot of running.
That went out. Okay, play on.
He's on the wrong side, Martinelli. He needs to be out on the right. I thought we established this in the last game.
Yeah.
Here he is. Oh, fouled. See, a player like Martinelli should not be restricted to one side.
I agree.
Him and Saka should be alternating. I mean, both can play both sides anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Them man there should be, alternating into, you know what I mean?
It was 1995 since Everton last won a major trophy. Graham Stewart hit the bar before Paul Wright scored the winner.
Pat Rice still going football games away.
Reminder of the 80s glory days. And Pat Rice reminisced of Arsenal's glory days.
Oh, come on, boys.
Gabby's down, as in Gabriel Martinelli. Looks like he's got hamstring. Oh, but my man Eddie looks like he's coming on. Eddie and Ketia, come on.
Yeah, good. We need that. Gary says, good to see Pat Rice in attendance. Agreed. We should be clapping for that as well. Yes. Agreed. Yeah. You should be clapping for Pat Rice as well, man. 18 says, love you guys' commentary. We really missed you when you was gone, Apollo. Your personality is gold. You just miss the fan base. I don't do it all the time, mate. That's it, man. I have my moments. Terry's saying, agreed switch with Saka and Martinelli. D says midfield legs are looking jelly. They were jelly in the opening whistle. D. Midfield was light in when the game started. Martinelli now looks like he's cramped up.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's played 2 games back to back now. This is probably the most amount of running that he's done in quite a while. So take him off. I'll take Nketiah again. You would have thought Pepe would be warming up, but the look on Pepe's face now on the bench.
Sunken place, bro. He's in the sunken place.
Bro, he looks like he's just committed a crime. Like his mug shot looks terrible.
Oh, it's awful.
Poor guy.
I'm not joking you. There is something wrong with the way you manage players when they end up in a sunken place.
Yeah, and because all of this is behind locked doors, we don't know that. I hope. Let me talk to my guys here because I know they're listening on the stream. You know who I'm talking to, Amazon Prime, Piers. I know you're watching. I hope you guys are covering all this at London Coney because I saw you do a great job against Spurs and Man City when you were behind the scenes. And I know things haven't always gone to plan, but I hope you guys are covering all this. What's going on with Pepe behind closed doors? Why isn't Niles getting on? I hope you guys are really on this. I pray that you guys are on top of this.
Will they be allowed to show it though?
Well, they did, and they did when Spurs had all the issues with Mourinho and Dele Alli. So why not Arsenal? They got the cameras where they got the cameras, so they should be able to do what they want. They've got permission from Josh Kroenke. Arsenal got their money paid up front, so they can go in there and do what they want. Gary says, I saw that look on Pepe's face. Yeah.
Dead face.
I think it was, sorry, I missed this one. G says, Nketiah coming on out wide ahead of Pepe. That's just a disgrace, honestly. He's so done out here.
Yeah, he is.
And that makes me sad.
And unfortunately, the way I look at it, Apollo, is, something managerial is sadly amiss when you have so many players disenfranchised at a club.
That's
or
not always a
such
bad
talent.
thing, though, Tony. And I'm just telling you what I know from inside sources.
I mean, it's not unique to Arsenal, but it is a shame that you've
Yeah.
got Saliba, Guendouzi,
Yeah.
Mavropanos, Pepe, amongst a whole bag of players just going like, well, what am I doing at Arsenal? Maitland-Niles,
yeah,
Willett last season, all going, well, I don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going. So you know what? When the time is right, I'm going.
And the thing about that is, Tony's right, by the way, 100% agree with him, because a couple of names he mentioned there, I've not heard any issues with, but there's some other names I've heard issues with. And this all goes back to, when I asked the question, this all goes back to the answer that I get is that Arteta is here to change the culture of the team. So it might look to us on the outside that, you know, some skullduggery might be going on. And I think at some instances that Tony mentioned it is, I don't think I can be convinced otherwise.
Oh,
but
come
at
on,
the end of the day, when I've been told that Arteta's here to change the culture, that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Okay, Xhaka's time on this pitch is well up, man. I don't know why he's still out there.
It's 73 minutes.
And although I don't agree with Maitland-Niles going to social media to cry for help, and that should be done at your boss, the fact is that Arteta dealt with that, and both parties, from what we've been told, are in a good place. So, and that, but you needed to do that before it went to social media, because if Niles doesn't feel comfortable to come and talk to you about anything, then that's on you. Yeah, that's on the manager. So that's where, as a manager myself, that's where I would challenge that, because I feel none of my staff ever think that about me, and I know, and you guys know. Some of you lot have worked with me. Some of you lot have actually, I've been your manager. Some of you on the stream, I've actually been your manager. So you know that you could always come and talk to me about anything. So if you can't do that with Arteta, then that is on Arteta. Something's wrong. He's created the situation where a player, a young player, doesn't feel comfortable about coming to him with an issue. So Odegaard's just been booked on a yellow card now.
For not taking a free kick.
But in saying that, guys, Arsenal aren't looking at their most fluid at the moment, and they're giving the ball away cheaply. And I think you have to find some stability in the midfield. This game is crying out for a Sambi.
Yep. That's what I'm reading into this game already. You got Xhaka doing absolutely nothing. How you got a guy?
Oh man, come on!
Who's so good at creating, who's passing is so much better.
Terry says, "Why is Tierney off? He hasn't played a lot of football, mate, since he's got back."
I know he's 100%.
Yeah, I know he did 90 minutes for Scotland, and he struggled with that, but he hasn't played 90 minutes for Arsenal since the injury. So, not just that, but Tavares, that's a great tackle by Lacazette in the midfield. And we've lost possession again. G saying, El Nene for me, Apollo. He wants El Nene on. D saying party on a...
Why would you have El Nene over Sambi Lokonga?
D saying party on a yellow for now. Everton are pressing us further back. Gary saying your stream is behind mine. Yeah, because I watch on the Xbox. My Sky queue is in the front room, so I'm always a little bit behind everybody here, which is fine. I don't mind. I think it's good because then the other guys in here get to do all the excitement stuff while I cover you guys. D says just a matter of time, guys. For me, I think. Yeah, it's a red. I think.
No, it's not a red, but it's at least a booking. That foot is up. It's in midair.
Yeah, it's a red. The red by the book. When it's that high and it starts showing. Victor, big shout out to Victor. What's going on, Victor, man? Good to see you guys here. You've seen a couple of the original 101 crew here. CJ in the house, Victor up in the house, Terry up in the house, big man like D up in the house, 18 Cool K, man like big 101 ballers in the chat room, man.
Referee, get out the damn way. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of pressure there, which we need to quell.
Yeah, Terry
you.
saying, "Wow, can we not show some composure in the midfield? Not with the two that we've got in there,
Yeah,
mate."
you see
Exactly.
Ramsdale
Exactly.
right there. Ramsdale, give it to them, boy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think the only thing
Get the hell out.
probably why that guy asked for El Nene, because El Nene is a little bit more tidier than that.
Yep. You take any one of them instead of the two in midfield right now. I'm sorry, like Maitland-Niles, El Nene, Sambi, like
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't bring one of them on.
Look, Nate, another big baller in the house, man. What's going on, Nate? Good to see you, my girl, my partner in crime, the Emirates. Nate says, "I'm here today, just being quiet. Hey guys, hey, how are you doing, man? Let's bring this this 3 points back into the fray." Gerard has been listening sneaky in the chat as well to our commentary. It says this is a really poor game. That's why we're trying to fire it up for you here, man. We're trying to fight.
This
Leomis,
is a
look,
poor
guys.
game.
Leomis has got the Christmas lights going in the background, so he's trying to fire it up for you guys. Yeah, man. It might be a terrible game, but
There you
101
go.
podcast, we're
I've got
always
the
going to try and
lights up.
liven it
There
up for
you
you
go.
guys.
yes, indeed.
There you go, lights up.
Look, Tony
Oh,
got the
nice.
lights going on. Unfortunately, you're in my office, so my front room is in the next room. So that's where. Big shout out to KC, who's got all the Christmas decorations up. Big shout out to KC. Vincey, man. Everybody's running in here, man. Everyone's coming in like rats now. What's going on,
Yes,
Vincey, man?
Vincey.
Vincey, you're supposed to be on the street, my brother. What's going on, bro? Daniel as
Come
well.
on,
Hello,
someone
family.
please take Shaka
Struggles.
off.
Oh my God!
Real. Neomis.
Damari Gray hits the post with just a wicked shot, deflects off the post, and Richarlison just heads it in. Oh my God! I wanted to be wrong about this game. I wanted to be wrong.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Yeah. So if we ever need anything to deflate, and guys, look, that's the third goal they've scored today. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, guys. For me, I was talking about the team sheet was so bad that I couldn't see us getting a result today. We should be losing this game, in fairness.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game, we're lucky to actually get a point out of this game at this point in time. Jared's saying it'd be better to get an ugly win than anything else. It would be gutted. Vince is saying his body's mash up. Daniel's just got question marks. So Daniel, the midfield is awful. The midfield, yeah, I knew it too, D. I saw the team sheet, D, and I was just like, this is bad, man. And I think for Arteta is going back to the same old biscuit from the same old biscuit tin. And you've never really had success with that. And the one success you've had with Sambi, where you've had 2 man of the matches in the last 4 games with Sambi, you decide to I'm not going to do the Xhaka. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Bobby says, Partey and Nuno don't deserve to be playing after that throw-in. Everton get what they deserve. Spin Latcher all game. Yeah. And to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't have gone with the midfield pairing. I probably wouldn't have started Lacazette. I would have started Pepe, but these decisions are costing you now. Pepe, your most productive winger, and is killing you now. That decision is killing you.
Like literally, has Saka stopped playing football? Because
Look, Everton's going for the winner here.
Well, we're trying to do something now. And Ketia comes on with a nice little dribble on the left, passes it into open space. Odegaard gets to it, but it gets blocked. Come on, Arsenal. Oh, God, Party.
Odegaard's claiming handball there. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's that goal definitely has deflated us, guys. Definitely deflated us. Terry saying terrible second half. It was a terrible first half as well, mate. It was a terrible first half. Why did Partey pull out of that challenge? Vince is saying, Apollo, you can always have success going back to the same biscuit tin, but we've never had success with that biscuit tin.
No, we did once.
Never finished in the top four.
No, we won an FA Cup, let's be honest. Biscuits in.
Yeah, the FA Cup was down to two men. Yeah? Aubameyang and David Luiz. Here comes Everton again to try and get the winner. G saying, Bobby Borman, playing Xhaka was the wrong move, dude. Good Lord, this is horrendous.
Massive.
Our lack of quality is worrying.
Massive mistake.
1-1 is not a good result for us, guys.
Oh, what's he doing?
Come on, Arsenal. Let's get the winner here, man. Nketiah loses the ball out on the left. It looks like he slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
This game is...
Oh my God! Nketiah! They're so close! Oh my God! Hits the post!
Oh,
Ball comes in from Saka on the left. Does a little shimmy. Comes in on the inside. Crosses it. And... oh! He hits the post. It comes back off.
He should score. He should score.
Oh! Let's look at the... at least he got he's close. He's close. His next shot, it'll be a goal.
Yeah, this is his game, man.
Score. He should score. He's got enough for the goal to see.
Oh, man.
Well Lacaz's off. Aubameyang is on, which...
okay, let's put the shitters up in there.
Oh,
the pace of
man.
Aubameyang right now should just be all over the front. But what is that formation?
Yeah, I'll leave the formation to you because I ain't got a clue what's going on right now.
Aubameyang.
Okay, so the African Gooners now is he wants to... all right, okay, let's get this thing done with the African Gooner. The African Gooners just said... where are we? Your boy, it says your boy Nketiah. I'm gonna say at least my boy has turned up to play. I forgot Martinelli was on the pitch.
Oh God!
Oh, nice. Got to find someone there. Saka. Oh, Iwobi gets a run out.
Oh, great. Maybe he'll score an own goal for his old club.
Yeah, Lacazette's been poor for me tonight.
Yeah, he deserves to come off Lacazette.
Oh. Was that really a high boot? Was that a head low?
I would have actually started Eddie today. I would have started him. Vinci says this was never going to be an easy game. Not with that team sheet. Yeah. Not with that team sheet. It was never going to be an easy game with that team sheet, is all I've got to say. And we always, when we grade Arteta, we always take the team sheet into account. And I have to say, this is one of the worst team sheets I've seen this season. Especially after the 10-game unbeaten run, the team are really in the thick of the fight now. You're in it. This is why the fan base wanted Aubameyang dropped. We wanted Aubameyang dropped because you have to maintain that level of competitiveness. And what I've seen here on the pitch is anything but being competitive. It's been poor. It's been awful. It's been awful. Not a good result at all. And unfortunately, yeah, let me just double check this.
Okay, he's pressing. Where's the other people pressing?
Yeah, and unfortunately,
box.
Arsenal are in 7th place, tied with Man United, which is not really where they want to be. But it's where we all predicted that they would be.
Yep.
It's
Tony's
Everton,
smiling
guys.
because
Come on.
this is the thing, guys. We can get annoyed about the fact that we're not in 5th and chasing top 4 and whatever, but we all thought that we weren't going to be there anyway. The surprise would have been that we did win today and we did maintain the challenge for 5th, but a draw today puts us in 7th behind Spurs and Man United, and that's probably where I thought that we were going to be anyway. So yeah. I'm not shocked. I'm not disappointed. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I just feel that it's a shame because we had a chance and you didn't put the players on the pitch to get the job done.
Great tackle, Gabriel.
That's my frustration.
Come on, let's attack with numbers. Let's attack with numbers. Come on.
Couple of minutes now,
what
guys.
What are we going backwards for? Jeez. Get the ball forward. That's the ball. Why have you stopped running, Saka? Oh. What did he do?
Wouldn't it be funny if Aubameyang gets the winner? I would laugh my ass off right now in this chair, man.
Oh,
I would laugh just as much as I was laughing at Red Bull and Max Verstappen last night. I would laugh my ass off right now. This is Jimmy. Jimmy saying our striking department is terrible, but we did say though, Jimmy. We did say though, Jimmy, that when Aubameyang and Lacazette had played together, we were having some success, and they stopped that. They stopped starting Lacazette, and they started Odegaard. And then when they did that, Aubameyang's game just went off the boil. Just went off the ball. CJ saying Partey not worth 45 million. Partey not worth 45 pence right now. Partey not worth 45 pound and 45 pence right now. This is the 4th game in a row that Partey has just been not been good. Not been good at all.
But you know what? I think he's doing a lot more than what I see Xhaka doing. I don't know how you're berating Partey when all I see man doing is getting the ball, passing move. Xhaka is walking around.
For crying out loud!
Yeah.
Take a shot. Oh
man!
Nketiah puts through Odegaard. And I'm just like, oh God, just take it one time.
And just shoot.
Why
did he have to turn again?
Oh. Great ball by Nketiah. And again, see, that's what
in this game he scores a goal.
And again, see that through ball, that's what Nketiah can do. He can create big chances for you.
Yeah, that's
what he can do for you.
That's a great chance.
Xhaka, there was
Tavares picking up the ball here, starting an attack because nobody else will. This is frustrating.
Unbelievable! Are you serious?
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I mean, he just comes in and just leathers it. Damari Gray.
Yeah, it was on the cards, mate.
No, must not lose game. That is what these are the teams we're competing up against.
Okay.
And form indicates that we should actually beat them.
Games lost. Unbelievable.
No, man. See,
unbelievable.
Well,
guys. When you looked at the team sheet, I don't think any of you guys thought that we were actually going to play well today.
Giddy on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Where is the midfield still support. What?
Woeful.
Yeah, so as you guys notice, you haven't really got much sympathy for me. And the reason for that is when the team sheet was announced, I went on Twitter, and if you don't believe me, you can go on Twitter and check it out. I was talking to La African Guna, and I said that Arsenal ain't going to win this game, and they're in danger of losing it because, I said that Arsenal ain't going to win this game, and they're in danger of losing it because I specifically said Arteta has given Everton an early Christmas present with the team sheet, and that's exactly what's happened. Didn't I say that, guys?
Me and they realised that.
Yeah?
Hang on, I
That's
can't
what I
win
said.
this argument today.
That's what I said.
Unbelievable. 6 minutes.
When I see things like this is what makes, and you guys want me to, I'm not going to do it. Tony said to me, I'm talking about Partey, but I'm not talking about Xhaka, and that's because I boycotted him. I'm not gonna talk because if I say something about Xhaka,
how Apollo, how could you not run away?
I'm not
from
going to
that?
say nothing. I'm not going to do Xhaka.
Apollo,
I'm not going to do it.
The
I'm not going to do it. I'll leave that to you. Like that's why you're here. You're here to be subjective. Yeah.
No, the whole midfield balance is off.
I know. Yeah. Look, guys. Yeah, let's be fair.
Yo.
You all know that when it comes to Xhaka, I can't be subjective.
Hey, how come I can't hear you, though?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
We can hear you.
Xhaka jumping out of a tackle. Somebody's put.
No, he doesn't even go in for it. I get it because he was on a yellow card, but he doesn't even make the attempt to properly try to marshal him as that starts. But where is Partey in that?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Xhaka today. I'll leave that to you lot. Yeah, you know I ain't doing that. Not doing it. I've seen this time and time again. When I saw this team sheet, this team didn't have a chance. Simple as that. Yeah. When I saw the team sheet, I specifically said to all of you guys, we can hear you, Nabil. We can hear you. Bobby said if Xhaka had tried, then he would have been off.
Well, at least they wouldn't have scored a bloody goal. He does nothing. At least go and take one for the team.
Well, no, a lot of people do tackle in the box like Tomiyasu and Gabriel. They just time it right so that they don't make a foul. Yeah, they just time it. We see tackles in the box done all the time. What a costly miss from Eddie Nketiah there. So that's a costly miss.
Oh, no, I don't want to hear this. Oh, it was Nketiah's fault why we lost the game. There's a bunch of, oh, no, what is this now? What is this? No, not this guy! Partey with a last minute. Alex Iwobi, of all people, could have been to score in an open goal.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, he scored again.
No, they didn't score again. It was a good save. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Man, our midfield. Wow. Okay, let me get through this comments. So a lot of you just really going off at the moment now.
Apollo, if the midfield, like, I get it with the goals part, but if the midfield is solid, we don't lose possession as much times as we've been losing it this whole game. Like, the midfield alone would have caused us to probably win the game, if at the very least get a draw.
Yeah, but when you saw the team sheet, you knew that Everton looked at it and thought, oh, we can overrun these guys.
Unbelievable!
What?
What What the hell? Nketiah on the counter attack passes it. Right, Lacazette leaves it for Aubameyang. It is set up for Obama blood clot Yang to do something, and he doesn't even get it on target.
Great play
He's
by
way
Nketiah
out
there.
wide. Oh, like Oba, like you're finished. You're finished. Find a place in Miami. Come and get him, man. Seattle Sounders, come and get him. I can't. Oh.
That was a fantastic run by Nketiah, though. He should have started. I said he should have started. Tony said why. That's why he should have started. That's exactly why he should have started.
All the good things that we talked about Arteta doing, when we started going on that good run of form, with playing players that are on form and playing well, he completely deviated from that.
Well, we knew he was going to put Xhaka straight back in the team.
Yeah, but I didn't think that Xhaka would come in. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but as soon as he's healthy?
Yeah, well, he wasn't healthy, was he? He couldn't wait for him to get back in the team.
Like, why?
Yeah.
What does this guy do?
So just in case you guys didn't get the memo, this is the reason why I said we were going to finish 8th. Because when you pick a team sheet like this team ain't got a chance. But when you play the kids,
and that is why Arteta continues to befuddle the Arsenal faithful. He'll go all that time with praise. Oh yeah, and then click, he can switch it off overnight and just go, what the hell have you just done? What the hell did you just do?
My God.
Oh dear. So, shall we do the player ratings?
Yeah, I'm just filling mine out now.
Can we make it quick, please? Because I'm so annoyed.
I need to get out of this, man, because this is upsetting. Really,
yeah.
Really upsetting.
Right, I'll be as quick as I can.
It's awful. This is just one of them that you just go. Aubameyang is a disgrace right now. He's our captain, and he couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo.
All he has to do is get it on target. That's
All
it.
he has to do
Just
is
get it on target.
He can't hit a barn door with a banjo.
Mate, can you hear me? Because my headphones have been playing up.
We can hear you, man. We can hear you, bro.
Go ahead.
Wait, I don't know how you can manage a smile, mate, because I could smash my TV right now. I really could. I can't believe what I've just witnessed. We literally
hold on, bro. You couldn't smash your TV last night watching the F1, but you can do it tonight.
Sorry about that. My alarm came in. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you, mate.
Now I can't hear you. This damn.
Mad.
Talk. We can hear you.
You can hear us. You can hear me.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. This is just so frustrating, man.
Okay, what have I done here? Right, guys, hold on a second. I'm just filling this out quickly.
Guys, can I hear you now?
Yeah.
Still can't hear you.
Yeah, well, because we're not talking at the moment. So, okay, there's a lot of emotion going on right now. I'm just trying to breeze through this. Neomis, give me your overall assessment of what you thought of the game.
I predicted a draw at the beginning of the game.
I'm going to have to go back out and come back in again.
This was before I saw the lineup. I knew that Everton are the type of sides that, you expect to get a tough game out. But I thought with their injuries that, we might be able to pull out a 1-0 win. And seeing how the game went, you thought this was Arsenal's day, a bit of luck behind them as well. But I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Like, we were warned before halftime. We got away with 1-0 at halftime. The signs were there. And we never addressed it. All the good things that we kept saying about, Arteta's now learning from his mistakes, rewarding players that play well, dropping players that aren't playing well, and he's just gone right back to the same old crap.
Same biscuit from the same biscuit tin.
And I'm just like, what are you doing? Even in like the midfield pairing between him and Partey, like between Xhaka and Partey, ridiculous. Should never even have happened. Like, fine, Lacazette wasn't playing well. He took him out. Like,
I'm gonna cut. I got to cut you, Naomi, because you see that's what I came on here to talk about. You know, it's not the players, man. It's not the players. It's the coach. I mean, I'm not gonna start screaming out about.
No, it's both.
No. I'm not gonna come on here and I'm gonna start screaming about Arteta out. I'm not gonna do that. You know what? We saw Pepe when he came straight to Arsenal. We saw what he could do. We saw Partey come straight to Arsenal. We saw what he could do. You've seen Aubameyang do it. You've seen Lacazette do it. It's the coaching. It's like he's taught them. He's taught us how to defend. There's no ifs or buts. There's no complaints about our defending. But going forward, we are absolutely devoid of ideas. There's no passion. There's no creativity. What you saw just there and what I've seen before in some teams is just, we want it. You know, the opposition, they just want it. They don't even really have much of a strategy. They just want it so bad. Look at that guy, Godfrey. He's proper crap. But you could see he wanted it to the point he's ready to step on you, kick you off the park. He wanted it. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Lacazette, it's got to the point where it doesn't matter if you play Lacazette. It doesn't matter if you play Aubameyang. It doesn't matter if you play Nketiah. It doesn't matter who you play up front. There is no attack. We are lucky when we score a goal. The other day, Ian Wright came on and said, or was it Thierry Henry? I think it was Ian Wright. He was coming on and saying, we went up 1-0 and we was defending a lead. And I went on the 101 group and I said, nah, we weren't defending the lead. It was, they got their tails up and da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to have to just take back my chat because that's what we're doing. We're going up 1-0 and it's like, I can write the script. I can tell you what's going to happen. I can sit here and I can tell you what's going to happen. Arsenal do not look like they're going to score. They're not approaching. There is no approach play. They're going to allow the opposition to keep knocking on the door. And when the opposition wants it that much, they will just blow the ball into your net. It will come off your shin. It will come off your belly. It will come off the inside of the upright. It will get its way in the back of the net if they want it so bad. I could have told you they was going to score. When we got 2 goals disallowed, I was like, what? Okay. If you don't learn, but it's going in, I could have told you, I could have got on the group, I could have said to you, they're going to score and we're going to lose because we don't want it. And there's no creativity. There's no approach play. I'm telling you right now, I am not Arteta out. I love the way that they're going, they're building, they're buying the right players, the personnel look good, and defense-wise, we look great. But attack is disgusting. There is absolutely nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. We don't even look like scoring.
Nabil?
Unless it's some lucky hit and hope.
Nabil, you know I love you. You're my brother from another mother. You're my Wembley brother who I've known for over 40 years. Me and your sister was tight. And at the end of the day, with what I've covered this season, I couldn't disagree more. Today showed exactly what I've been talking about for months. Arsenal are the 5th most creative team in the league. And every week we see play. Tony, be quiet, please, Tony, just for once, and you'll get your time. Yeah.
What the hell?
Tony, let's do this the right way, Tony. Let's do this the right way. Tony, let's do this the right way. Yeah. Today, again, you saw exactly what I've been talking about for months. Players are putting. Look, everybody. All right, forget it. Carry on, Nabil. Carry on, Nabil.
No, I want to hear what you got to say, bro.
No,
I want to hear what you got to say.
Because Tony knows it already. He just keeps fighting against it.
Bro, yeah, please bring up that stat for me. Please show me where that stat comes from. Because I need to send them people a letter about what his chances. created chances. Where did you get that stat from? Show me where you got that stat from, bro. Because I'll show you. The stat
It
I showed
doesn't
you at the
exist.
start of the
We're
game.
like the third worst team in terms of creating chances, big
We're
chances.
the
Of course
second
we are.
worst team. Only Norwich have created less opportunities than us.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
obvious. I mean, we watch the games, like we know.
Yeah,
As the Bill said, right? I mean, 100%. When we score, it's because of luck. Like Odegaard free kick, we won that game. Luck. I mean, look at all the games we've been playing. Like, yes, Tottenham, we scored 3 goals, but most of the time we're really struggling. And I 100% agree with you, Nabil. It doesn't matter who you play up front. It's not going to make a difference because we can't transition in our play. We have no creativity. Odegaard brings it maybe like 5, 10, 15 minutes in the whole game. But apart from that, that's it. And we're just defending the rest of the game, man. Like, what is going on?
You're going 1-0 up and trying to hang on, clinging on to a lead, time wasting. How embarrassing is that? Time wasting at 74 minutes. When I saw that, I knew we were going to lose. 74 minutes and you're play acting and time wasting. That is a loser. You know you're on. You know that you can't do nothing. You can't beat them. You're just clinging on. You're like a boxer hanging on to, clinging on for dear life. Come on, 74 minutes and time wasting.
And see, this is where I have the issue, right, Nabil, because it's quite obvious. Like, I saw that as well, right? And I expect the manager to make a change. It's so obvious that a change is needed at multiple times when you can see that they've gotten momentum. I mean, it was clear. I mean, Xhaka needed to come off. He was way too tired. It was clear and obvious. I think Pepe needed to come on. I mean, I still can't believe that Nketiah missed that goal, man. I mean,
Xhaka, I mean,
it's totally different.
I'll eat my words with Kieran Tierney. Kieran was it was good to bring him back, get him in. He got a good assist. That cross was nice. I still think Nuno does show a bit more ambition in getting in there. He's got that energy that I like. He goes for it. But Xhaka, he looked like he was running in Wellington boots. Like, he is way too slow. Like, long before he got tired, I was like, hang on a second, is he really running that slow? He's too slow for this league, mate. When you're playing these blood and thunder type games, nah, man. All you're gonna do is foul people. But I'll tell you something. I've only really come on to say one thing. Me watching this game has made me realise something. It don't matter who you pick.
It matters. The team sheet matters. Why do you think we all thought we weren't gonna win? When
it don't matter who you. It don't matter who you pick. I'm telling you now, because he had Aubameyang, you didn't get the result. You get Lacazette, you don't get the result. You get Lokonga, you don't get the result. You get Xhaka, you don't get the result. No. Let me tell you something right now. I ain't got nothing against none of these players. Lacazette and Aubameyang, for me, they're just washed up. They're just washed. There's just no point. At this stage, I'd rather just play a false 9. I'd rather just play Smith Rowe or Odegaard or Saka, any one of the young kids, Martinelli. I'd just play them as false 9. Don't play Lacazette, don't play Aubameyang at all. But personally, I don't think it will make a difference because I think it's down to Arteta's coaching. And I'm not saying Arteta out, I'm not saying none of that, but I just don't think he can coach attack play. I think he's just so fixated on defending and organisation and shape and possession. The guys just don't know what to do anymore. We don't even look like scoring. We don't look like it. They've got the ball. We've got possession. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, what are you doing? What the hell? You don't even look like you're going to score.
And to support that,
Nabil, I was going to say before that I was going on with what I was just talking to Nabil about. So Nabil, we all talked about that, which one of the guys in the chat pointed something out to us, which none of us really had sort of thought about, and we all agreed with it, is that the games that Aubameyang and Lacazette started together, they played fantastically well because I think Tony said it well. Tony said that, Neomis said that Lacazette is his Batman, is his Robin. And what's happened in that run stretch of games is Aubameyang played solid this season, then they dropped Lacazette for Odegaard. And since Odegaard's come in, and those are the 3 games, Aubameyang has just been trash, just been absolutely devoid. But then Lacazette came in as I think he's done 20 minutes substitutes for Odegaard, and he did nothing in those games. Nothing in those games.
I got to correct you. I got to correct you, bro.
So the comment was,
I got to correct you, bro. You just said he's been trashed for 3 games. Did you just say he's been trashed for 3 games? Because I got to correct you, bro. He's been trashed for at least 8 games this season.
Yeah, probably have.
How can he be trashed for 8 games when? See, this is why I can't. Yeah,
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
The guy has scored 5 goals. 2 goals in 2 games, and then 3 in 1 other game. He ain't scoring goals. He's missing sitters from 3 and 5 yards. He's naff. He ain't creating jack shit all.
So
all
Tony,
season.
he had 4 goals in 4 home games. That's not what I would call trash. At one point, he was only second behind Salah for total goals scored this season. Yeah, but when you guys see things like that,
you're not talking about this season.
But when you guys see things like that, you laugh. Hold on a second. When you guys see things like that, you laugh about it, and you always try to display statistics with something else that doesn't make sense. And I can't kind of carry on with that narrative with you lot because we're going into silly land. We're going away from factual numbers. Yeah. So the fact that you just said he ain't done nothing.
Didn't didn't Oba and Laka start against Liverpool?
No, Odegaard did.
Yeah.
When was the last?
Since they took Lacazette started for 2 games, and then they brought Odegaard back in, and Lacazette has come on. Odegaard started pretty much every game the last 4 games now. And
yeah, but I think to be fair, I think you know what, we've seen Oba and Laka play, and if they was tearing shit up, they wouldn't separate them. They're not. We lose games. We come 8th. We've seen them together. We've seen fair play to Mikel Arteta. Everybody's had a run. He's played all sorts of formations, combinations. You've got Oba on the left. He's sulking. He don't want to play on the left.
Here we go with Bertrand saying he's been poor.
And furthermore,
I'm just done.
Furthermore, Oba can't play football. That's why he's not allowed on the left. Right? He can't play football. He can't string together 2 passes. He's like, what are you doing? You're better off with like Gabriel or Ben White playing out there on the left. He can't play football to save his life. That's why they hook him off the left and playing down the middle. But you know what? I'm saying it, man. These guys are washed. We know it. Like
washed.
But what I'm saying is, even if we were to go with a false 9, which I think, if it was me, I'd just drop them. I'd just be like, Lacazette, Aubameyang, forget it. You're washed. You're washed. There's no point. There is absolutely no point. I reckon Smith Rowe playing a false 9 would be a better option right now in the form that he's in. You know? But for me personally, from what I'm seeing, I think it's a coaching thing, man. I think it's a coaching thing. Like, we just don't have no approach play. There's just no approach play. We just, good possession, good organisation. But when you start approaching, when you start thinking about trying to get a goal or playing in the final third, you're like, you don't see nothing. No 1-2s, no little passing triangles, no give and goes. You know,
this is what I'm saying. That all of that is not true, my friend. It's not true, my friend. Yeah, this is why me and Tony don't see eye to eye on these things because because of the result. Yeah, we're all feeling like crap. We're all feeling let down by this. But the reality is this team is creating chances. Tonight was a clear example of what I'm talking about, which all of you lot. I'm not going to mention Neomis because Neomis is on.
Follow, where are you getting this?
Tony, come on. Are you going to let me talk, Tony? Are you going to let me talk?
I got to head out.
We're not getting that stats up. We just watched the same game together. Yeah? I talked to you about 3 through balls that Odegaard put through, which forwards messed up. Nketiah put 2 balls on the plate. That's 5 chances. But all of you are talking about we're not making any. That's
in
not
90
true.
minutes. In 90 minutes. It's not enough, bro. It's not enough, bro. We're watching the same game. We're watching the same game, bro. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Okay.
Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something. Odegaard was our best player by a country mile today. It was if he was reading our comments on 101 and he pulled his socks up and he looked like he wanted it. But apart from him, like I'm sorry, mate. And I'll tell you something else, Apollo. Yeah, the approach play that you're talking about, the creativity that you're talking about, the chances that you're talking about. That is when we're playing like some wank opposition. When we're playing some idiot opposition. When it's just easy. You understand what I'm saying to you? When it matters. When it matters, Arsenal are crap. When it matters, they're rubbish. Listen, Everton deserved that win. Everton deserved that win. 12th placed Everton, well good for their money. Yeah, they well deserved that win.
Won in 7 games. Yeah, I said that when I saw the team.
They deserved that win.
Yeah, we didn't look like
we was going to cause them. We didn't look like we were going to cause them any trouble. Look at that ping from Damari Gray to finish it off. Could you see Lacazette pulling that out the hat? Could you see Saka or any Arsenal player pulling that out of the hat at any point in that game tonight?
I could see Pepe doing it. Pepe, I could see him doing
tonight. He wasn't even on the pitch. I'm talking about tonight on the. No, come on. No, look. No. Look.
That's why team sheets are important.
Don't talk about.
No, this is what I'm talking about. Let's talk about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that match.
Yeah.
I'm saying on that match in those 90 minutes, we did not look like pulling that type of play out of the hat at any point from when the whistle blew to start it to when it finished. We never looked like we had any type of approach play, any hunger, any desire to score. Until we was chasing the game. Yeah. Until they scored and even then we just looked like hit and hope. We've got no clue. We're just trying. We're running. This is coaching, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't the whole team. This is coaching, bro.
So again, for me, I accept your opinion. Yeah, you're saying it's coaching. I'm saying it's a team sheet. I'm saying you put players who are competent, and you'll get a better result. That's what I'm saying. Tonight, again, I talked about the fact that Odegaard put 3 through passes into the final third on a plate. Yeah, and the finishing was poor.
They weren't on a play.
I said to Tony, I made a statement to Tony, and I said, we should have started Nketiah tonight. And he said, why? What's Nketiah going to do? Nketiah came on, hit the post, played a through ball to Martin Odegaard, right on the penalty spot. He did nothing with it. At the dying seconds of the game, put the ball on a plate for Aubameyang. So he created 2 chances there, big chances, and nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't call them chances. I don't respect them chances, bruv.
Well, I respect them chances.
Those chances are very unlikely to get any. You're not going to get anything out of that.
So
You're doing that 2-1 down in the 92nd minute or in the 91st
No, but
minute.
Odegaard was creating those chances before in the first and second half.
Give me a break. There's a very it's highly unlikely you're going to get anything from those chances. Highly unlikely. You've left it too late. Show me that type of approach play when you're 1-0 up.
Before that from Martin Odegaard.
I see Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard played all right, but I'm talking about the rest of the team. Martin Odegaard looked like he had a point to prove. But for me, anyway, that's just me. That's just that. I'm not saying that I'm right. That's just
you're here to give your opinion, Nabil, and all opinions are respected and subjective. And
I'm just watching the game. I'm just watching the game, and I'm just saying to myself, do you know what? It's just hit me that we just rubbish going forward. It doesn't. I would have liked to see Pepe. I would have liked to have seen Pepe come on before Nketiah. Yeah, I would like to have seen Pepe come on before Aubameyang. Aubameyang's been given his chances and he's not doing nothing with it. I would have liked to have seen Pepe come on and be given a chance. But my thing, watching this lot, I'm just thinking, it don't matter who you put on. It doesn't matter who you're putting on. We're not going to get a player come off the pitch, come off the bench and play a blinder. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get a player come off the pitch and come off the bench and play a blinder and pull it out the hat. We don't have that type of player. I'm not saying Pepe ain't good. They all good, but they ain't that type. No. They ain't those type of guys. They ain't going to come on the pitch, off the bench, and turn the game around. Nah, we don't have that. What we need is proper coaching in this. Listen, when Arteta's talking about bringing Wenger back to Arsenal, I can see why. Because he ain't got a clue about how to flip an attack.
Yeah? All right, okay, so let's go through the
That's the truth. That's
the player
the truth.
ratings.
What you just said, Nabil. when he calls on Wenger and says, I need you to come and sort out my offense, it's because I don't have a goddamn clue.
Because
You
he's
don't know
stuck
how
with the
to
same
attack.
offense that Wenger brought in.
He can't attack.
So-
He ain't got a clue.
So,
You don't
guys,
know
let
what
me
you
start
don't know
off with the
what's going
player ratings, and I'll go with Ramsdale for he gets a 6. For quite a long time, he had nothing to do. Everton didn't put a shot on target. But apart from picking the ball out of the net, which, to be honest with the winner, he couldn't do anything with that. His distribution, I thought today was not his strong point, but I'll give him a 6. He didn't have a lot to do for the game. Tomiyasu, he was involved in quite a bit of a fight down on his side. They really went at him. I don't know why they thought they could expose him, but I thought he gave as good as he got. Everton used a lot of his side to try and build their possessional play through, and I thought he gave as good as he got. He won a few aerial duels as well, had his face stood on, but he was up for the fight. So I'm going to give him a 5. Ben White tried to make things happen from deep, but the passes that he was playing, there was hardly any movement from the front line to latch onto anything. No running, no space being created. The midfielders as well, both of them were devoid of finding space. They were so easy to lock down for Everton because they just didn't have that kind of, how shall I say, that kind of busyness to get open, which left him with literally nothing. He made a few key blocks, which I did point out, by the way. I thought he did okay there, but he looked shaky in those moments when Everton was attacking. And I just didn't think he was at the races. Gabriel as well. I thought Gabriel didn't have the best of nights, and he looked uncertain sometimes, especially for the goal. Richarlison's goal, I thought he stepped away from it, Richarlison, rather than attacking that side and stopping him from going through. So I think I put that first goal down to Gabriel. But Gabriel made some key blocks after that. I noticed when twice Richarlison came at him again and he just blocked him out duel on duels, which he's normally really good at doing. And he stepped up, which disallowed Richarlison's goal on VAR. That was because Gabriel stepped up and nullified that. So I'm going to give him a 5. Kieran Tierney, lovely cross for the goal. I thought it was pinpoint, something which we've talked about from him before, which he weren't doing as well. And he offered a bit of threat down on that left-hand side. So I'm going to give him credit. He had some excellent crosses in, and, fair dues to him. Midfield. Where are we on the midfield? Thomas Partey, I'm going to give him a 3. Just awful again. Not just that, but he was caught out of possession so many times. I just lost count. I just stopped focusing on him after that, guys. I mean, can this guy play any worse? I've given him, in the last 4 games since he's been back from injury, he's had 2 3s and 2 4s. 2 3 out of 10s and 2 4 out of 10s. And passing, he's just anonymous. He's not even creating anything up the front. And today we saw another 3 goal from him. When he shot that ball, I don't know where it went. Tony said when it came down, it had snow on it. I mean, just why are you picking the guy when he's playing like this? I just don't get it. I don't understand why. He's clearly not on form after the injury. And you've got players like Sambi, 2 man of the matches in his last 4 performances. Maitland-Niles has not played since his man of the match performance against Watford. To me, sorry, Arteta. Everyone's looking at Arteta's score up there, which is a 1, and that's because the team sheet just made this team die today. I said it on Twitter before the game. Arsenal can't win this game, and Arteta has served up an early Christmas present for Everton. Check it out on my Twitter. It's up there, and you could see it, which is why it is what it is. The result is based on the way how this team was set up and prepared from the team sheet on the get-go. They were never going to win, guys. Awful. Moving on, Saka gets a 4. Now, I think he attempted a few take-ons and run-ins. He received the ball in some nice areas, but nothing that he did really came off for him. And I think the ball he played, the one thing he did do well, the ball he played to Nketiah, the cross which Nketiah hit the post on, I thought was sublime. I thought that was but that's the only thing in the game he really did. You know, we talked about Odegaard created 3 scoring chances. Nketiah created 2 goal opportunities. Saka had that chance that he did. The difference was, Saka played pretty much from the start and didn't really do anything outside of the chance for Nketiah. And where was his pressing? Non-existent today. Non-existent. So, yeah, he gets a 4. Odegaard, my man of the match. Odegaard gets a 6. Pretty good movement from him today. A lot of positivity by showed real class in setting up those 3 chances. Really should have had an assist today, guys. And got the goal with an Ozil type finish, running in. He just loves that, running into the box, beating his man. He did it last week as well when he scored against Man United. And again, really good finish. Again, remember I talked to you about young midfielders hitting the ball straight at the goalkeeper. All this guy seems to do is hitting the ball in the corners with a goalkeeper. If you look at all of his goals, yeah, all of them are low or high in the corner where the goalie doesn't have a chance to it. Quality finishing. And I'm expecting, if you play him, to have a really good goal tally from the midfield this season. So well done to him. Good performance today. Good performance. Martinelli, yeah, I was disappointed with him today. But he gets a 5. It wasn't a poor game, but it wasn't a game where he really tried to impose himself on. I don't think he did impose himself on the game. And I felt he was stretched in many cases. I thought there was times where I had to ask the rest of the guys, is he actually on the field? I thought he felt isolated in the first half. Second half, he dropped back a little bit to try and get more into the game, which he did. But I don't think you play him on the left. I don't think you play him on the. He's at 2 games back to back on the right where he's looked stunning. You put him on the left, and there's just nothing from him today. So sorry, African Guna, but I didn't think he had a good game today. And Lacazette, as I said, Lacazette, I said he's had 5s for the last few games, and today he gets a 4. He was anonymous, and what was he doing? I mean, did he have a shot on target?
Yeah,
he was drifting.
No.
He was drifting from the
shots.
left.
He had no shots.
Yeah, I think he dropped far too deep. I know he had a couple of times he won the ball from the midfield today, which was okay. But I think he dropped too deep. So that when them guys mentioned there was 3 balls that came across the middle and nobody's there. And when they said that, I said to them, is Lacazette ever there? Yeah. When Saka played that cross in the middle, who got their head on it to hit the post? It was Nketiah. Lacazette just doesn't do that. He just isn't that guy who's going to get in. And you need your striker to get in on there and make the runs. And unfortunately, you saw the ugly side of some of his game today, where he just isn't. This guy's a striker, right? He's a number 9. When you put the ball in the area and the cross, you know Harry Kane's going to get in there. You know Vardy's going to get on the end and everything. You know Lacazette won't. That's just the facts, guys. You just know that he ain't going. And I wouldn't have started him today. I wouldn't, because I thought he'd been average over the last few games. And today he gets a 4. So Arteta gets a 1 because everything I've just talked about is a result of him picking his team sheet. It really is. Be honest, do you want to go first, or do you want to still think about it and give it over to Tony?
No, I really want to get this over and done with.
Okay.
This game was actually really pissed me off. Ramsdale, I'm going to give a 5. Tomiyasu, he gets 6. I don't think he was that bad. One of our better defenders. Ben White and Gabriel, I gave both of them 5s each. Again, really average. Didn't defensively, had some shaky moments. I think Gabriel, I think it was for the first goal, just wasn't watching really Richarlison, the big shoulder, stop him from getting to the ball. So that's the reason why I gave him 5. Tierney, I'm going to give actually a 6.5. Obviously for getting the assist, coming back from an injury. Just everything with that, I thought he had a decent game. And it's good that he got the assist. Thomas Partey and Xhaka, I gave both 3s each. For me, you know what? I'll give both of them 4s each because it's both. It's not their fault. Because you don't put both of them together, like you just don't. Um, yeah, Partey once again just not playing well. I mean, and how many times do we have to talk about Xhaka? Just like we all know what he gives, just not very much to nothing. Um, just caught in so many positions, picking up needless yellow cards. Um, not making tackles, afraid to make tackles because he didn't want to get a second yellow. Um, no, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put both of those back down to a 3 because when I'm just thinking of all the chances that happened in this game, just not good enough from both of them and their experienced players. Xhaka, who's a captain for Switzerland, not good enough. Odegaard, Arsenal's man of the match for me. He gets a 7. Well done for taking the goal. I am a big criticism. I criticize Odegaard a lot. I don't think we should have gotten him, but I thought he played pretty well today. Had some more chances where maybe he could have scored a goal, maybe take a shot straight away. But yeah, I thought like he was the reason why we kind of stayed into the game. Saka and Martinelli, I gave both 5s each. Again, average performance from them. Nothing really big from them, to be really honest. I think both of them should have changed sides. I think that's where you would have probably seen a little bit more. For me, Saka looks better naturally on the left, just because he's a left-footed player. I think Martinelli showing that he did better on the right. I understand Arteta's logic around it. I just disagree with it. And if that was the case, then if you're looking for an inside forward, then why not bring on Pepe at some point during the game? But that didn't happen. Lacazette, I also agree with you. I'm going to give him a 4. Worked hard, did all the running back and tracking back that I believe that's part of the system. But like you said, no shots on goal and not really kind of leading the line. And then Arteta, for me, he gets a 1. And like how you said, you have to blame him for this loss. And this for me was a must not lose game. You had to get at least a point, because then in the second half of the season, it now means that you then have to go and beat them, whereby they're probably going to have a full strength team with Yerry Mina back and Calvert-Lewin back, their best players. And now we're asking Arsenal to go get a win there. And for me, like when these teams come, I just feel that you have to take your chances. Almost similarly with like the likes of Man United, which I get the reason why people were kind of pretty upset, because that was probably the best chance to beat Man United, because with their new manager, as the team season goes on, they're only going to get stronger.
Yeah.
And this was a game that now, even though I called it as a draw, this was a game that, looking at how the game went, all the multiple offsides, like this game, it just looked like it wasn't going to be Everton's day. And like, I just can't believe that Arteta could not have seen that and make some changes, because okay, maybe we didn't have enough on the bench in order to win this game and score a lot of goals, but we had enough on the bench to be able to pull out a draw out of this game. And that's my frustrations with this. To get a loss, for me, unacceptable. So from like you, I'm also going to give him a 1. And yeah, I'm just really disappointed.
So let me have a look here and see what these guys are saying. This is from Bobby Borman. Bobby had to go, says need to go. So going to leave my ratings here. Ramsdale 5, Tomiyasu 6, White 5, Gabriel 5. Most of our grades are about the same, to be honest. Tierney 6, Xhaka 4, Partey 4, Saka 5, Odegaard 7, Martinelli. Yeah, our grades are pretty much the same. Our grades are pretty much the same. Not seeing any other ratings here. None from Bertram, none from Vincey. G's gone. Ramsdale 5, Tomiyasu 5, Ben White 4, Gabriel 1, Tierney 6, Xhaka 2, Partey 2, Saka 5, Odegaard 7, Martinelli 5, Lacazette 3, Arteta 0. Let me just check before I go to Tony. Right, Tony, you got the conch. Oh, let me get rid of that. Can I do that here? Yeah, go on, mate.
Okay. So, statistically, the worst passer in the game was Aubameyang because only 50% of his passes hit our player.
Come on, he's on the pitch for 2 minutes, mate.
Yeah, did he only have 2 passes then?
He had 4 passes.
Okay.
But statistically, if you only hit 50%, that means you're the worst passer.
No, but you got this context around it.
No, because I could show you games where he plays 90 minutes and he's the worst passer.
Yeah.
You'd think in the 90th minute you come on, or whatever minute you come on, the one thing you could do is pass the ball accurately.
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. You know, we're Arsenal fans. You're going to get narrative all day long, isn't it? Look at Nketiah. I'm the biggest Nketiah fan. 2 chances created, and people still think he's shit.
Okay, statistically, Martinelli was worse than Bukayo Saka. He had the second worst pass accuracy at 64%.
How many passes?
Bukayo Saka, 51 touches of the ball, 51. Third lowest to Lacazette on 24 and Martinelli on 29. So that kind of tells you a bit about those 3 players that was not really doing anything.
So hold on, the players in the final third had the least amount of touches.
Yeah, because they were starved of service.
Exactly. And where does the ball have to go through? The midfield. There you go.
The person who had the most touches, funnily enough, is Tomiyasu, followed closely by
a defender.
Only one more than Thomas Partey. Xhaka lingering down with 80 passes, but with a pass accuracy of 78%.
Shouldn't have had 8 passes. Shouldn't have been on the pitch.
Yeah, some bad statistics going on there. Some bad statistics.
So outside of the statistics, what's your personal opinion,
Odegaard,
Tony?
4 key passes. Eddie Nketiah 3 passes. Tierney with an assist, of course. Tomiyasu with a key pass. Saka should have got an assist as well. So my rankings are Ramsdale 6, Tomiyasu 6, Ben White 5, Gabriel 5, Tierney 6.5, Xhaka 3, Partey 4, Saka 4, Odegaard 6.5, Martinelli 3, Lacazette 3, and Arteta gets a 2. God knows why. Just feel kind of generous.
Honestly, this is the worst game this season.
Yeah,
at least this is the worst I felt.
Yeah, it is. And again, same biscuit from the same biscuit tin and the same results. And people talk to me about, oh no, it's got nothing to do with it. No, it's got a lot to do. You don't go from, today, no Smith Rowe, no Pepe, no Sambi, Tavares didn't start the game. Those are 4 players that could have done a lot in this game. You're still not playing Nketiah. Yeah, I know some of you lot don't rate him, but I do, so that's my opinion. But it's just you're going back to the same. I mean, you might as well get Bellerin back and put him in there as well. You might as well put Mustafi and Socrates back in there because we're not. As long as we're doing this, guys, we're not moving forward. Yeah, I've been happy with this team and the direction because it feels like with these kids we're moving forward. But today was indicative of the frustration of Arsenal fans because these players have let us down all the time. And he couldn't wait to get Xhaka back in the team. And I don't want to go too much into him because we all know that I've got a bias. But my point is that when I saw the team sheet, I said this midfield is dead. You're taking one dead horse who's just come back from injury who weren't that good in the first place. And then you're taking another who has been up and down, but has been dog shit for the last 3-4 games since he came back from injury. That is a recipe for disaster. And anyone who couldn't see that is blind. How you expected anything from this game today after seeing that team sheet is you boy, you know what? Tom Aston, hit me up. Yeah, Ebony, hit me up. Jay Lewis, hit me up. Yeah, the most hardened, positive Arsenal fans. I want you to tell me if you saw that team sheet today and you thought we were going to get something out of it. You tell me. You tell me what you would have expected when you saw that team sheet. 18 is saying Ramsdale 5, White 4, Gabby 4, Tierney 6, Tommy 6, Saka 5, Xhaka 1, Partey 1, Odegaard 7.5, Martinelli 4, Lacazette 3, and Arteta 1. Terry saying, mate, that lineup alone should see him gone. Well, the danger, Terry. Let me take the ratings down because we're all frustrated and we're all trying to close this thing out now. The frustration is that Wenger, Emery, and Arteta has built the spine of this team that has never taken this team anywhere. And I want to take Arteta out of the equation because Arteta was the first one who actually bought a spine for Arsenal. He bought the 2 centre-backs, Gabriel and White, and Thomas Partey. And for all intendances, and you can say what you want about Thomas Partey, but he's put a spine into the team. And that's the first time anyone's done that since the Invincibles. Yeah? So we're early doors still in regards to how that's worked out because Gabriel and White and Ramsdale have only been here since September. They didn't start the season with us in any capacity. So my point is that you're gone with the same biscuit from the same biscuit team that has never got this team anywhere, and it's a liability. It's never able to produce. We've seen midfielders when we played Man United last week, and we talked about Bruno Fernandes, we talked about Ole spending 400 million, and we talked about Ronaldo being one of the best strikers in the world over the last decade. Yeah, he won the game for them. Big players win games. And we've got supposedly players who some fans are calling big. And they're not doing anything for this team. In against Man United, the veterans, Thomas Partey, Aubameyang, let the team down. Today, veterans, again, let the team down. And it showed the positives. I'm trying to get a positive here, guys. I'm trying to put a positive spin on today. And what I'm trying to say to you guys is if we keep the narrative of the young kids going and build on that, then we've got something. But if we've got this, we ain't got nothing. All we're looking at with this is 8th place. And that's what I predicted. And as long as this team sheet, and then I'm not going to mention names, but as long as we've got this leading the line for Arsenal, we ain't going to do anything. I'm sorry. That's the truth. And I said that ever since, Wenger put these guys into the team and we didn't make the top 4. I said, we are not going to finish in the top 4 until we wipe the whole midfield. So if you're going back to the same biscuit tin, then guess what? You're not going to finish in the top 4. I'm sorry, guys. That's just my opinion. I respect yours. If you guys think that it will turn out and we will, then I respect that. We're all here to give our views and opinions. My opinion is, if this is us now, this team sheet, if this is us, if this is what we're doing, then the season's done. Leomis.
This is Arteta's fault. I hope he can learn from this to know that you cannot play Thomas Partey and Xhaka in that midfield. The midfield balance was all off today. Tony was reeling off the stats that the players with the least amount of touches are our attacking players when they're supposed to have the most amount of touches. Why are our defenders having the most touch? They're not getting the service. Like, Everton knew exactly what, like, after about 15 minutes, they knew that midfield, if they press that midfield, they'll cut off the supply line to the attacking players. And that's exactly
they knew
when
an hour
happening.
before the game when they saw the team sheet. That's why I said Arteta's Christmas comes early for Everton. They knew an hour before the game started.
I don't want to keep repeating myself, but yeah, this is definitely a kick in the teeth. Like, this isn't like I've already predicted how I think the season was going to go, where we would pick up losses and where we needed draws, and we needed a draw from this game. I can't stress that enough, and we need Arteta to start like learning again. Like, I don't know if this was just an experiment. I think we have Southampton next. If not, then it's West Ham, then Southampton. But yeah, we've got to get back to thinking balance instead of having just the experienced lot. And yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. It's difficult. Very difficult to sum it up. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Terry's saying, yes, D, looking at the circumstances of last week, and we are mentally broken. And that's the problem when it's hard because I mentioned 4 or 5 players there that should have been playing today. And so what happens when we play Southampton at home? And Tavares comes back, Smith Rowe comes back, Sambi comes back. You know, we don't know. But the question is, will they come back? That's the question. The question is, will they come back? I don't know who this is. It might be Randolph. Randolph, it's done. We lost. Wanna go to bed. Yeah, that's definitely Randolph. GG saying Apollo pretty much sums it up. Xhaka is poison. I didn't say Xhaka is poison. I'm not mentioning the names. Don't quote me on anything, bro. Yeah, I don't want to get you know what people. I'm biased when it comes to Xhaka. That's why, and I've boycotted him. So I'm done. I don't do Xhaka anymore. So I've moved on, mate. A lot of you lot are still in that Xhaka thing. I've gone, mate. Yeah, my boat left the harbour last season. I'm done. I've moved on. He says we should have done better on those chances, to be honest, but probably shows our level when he's missing a chance like that. Probably talking about Nketiah. Even Ozil would have buried one of them. Eric 10 hanging Arteta out again. Here comes the Arteta out bangers. Key right on time. And Randolph is saying we ain't got no fight. 10 by January. Not sure what that means. Andrew, good to see you, Andrew. Andrew says Arteta is not helping himself. It appears he's convinced and determined to to have perseverance with Xhaka to prove what a genius he is. And you know what? And no, yeah, you're right. But listen, yeah, how many managers have been sacked under putting this guy in the midfield? And if that's the case, and you know, I'm a big Arteta fan. If that's what Arteta's doing, then it's going to cost him his job. And I said that last season, and I'm going to say it again. If that's what you're building your team on, if Xhaka is the foundation for this team, then he's going to lose his job. Simple as that. And I don't feel sorry for him because at that point, you've done it to yourself. And you've seen it happen before with the previous managers. You see this guy, yeah? You see this guy, the most mistake-prone midfield player, errors leading to goals. Yeah? Disgraced captain, stripped of the captaincy. And you've gone back to the same biscuit tin again. More red cards than anyone else. Yeah? And putting his team in a difficult position is a liability. And you've gone back to the same old issues again. Yeah? So it is what it is. And I don't feel sorry for you. I really don't. Randolph saying, yeah, it's all coming out now. All the Xhaka and all the Arteta out stuff is going to be flooded on social media today. But look, I just want to say thank you guys for being on the stream. This wasn't a good team sheet, wasn't a good performance. And for me, I think Arsenal, they're lucky they didn't lose 3-1 or 4-1. They got lucky. They really did. And it's not like we didn't create chances, we did. But our problem is just putting them away. We addressed this in the Man United game when we talked about the clinical finishes we're seeing from Man City, we're seeing from Liverpool. Them guys get a sniff of goal and bang, it goes into the net. We get a sniff of goal, and you saw what happened today. Yeah, ball being laid. Odegaard, I know you had 3 chances, but one of them we can say was on a plate. Yeah, and what happened? Eddie Nketiah put one ball into to Odegaard. And instead of Odegaard putting his foot through it, he starts to dance with the ball. In the 93rd minute to Aubameyang. First of all, Nketiah takes the ball from the halfway line, goes past 2 players, and then passes the ball in between 3 defenders. And Lacazette picks up the ball and it doesn't even hit the target.
Aubameyang, you mean?
Aubameyang, sorry. Doesn't even hit the target. Yeah? And you know, I'm saying this because I've been seeing these things from Nketiah for a while. And what I noticed in preseason was he was one of the standout players, but he was playing on the left. Nketiah was picking the ball up on the left, going past players, yeah, and putting the ball in the middle or having a shot on goal. Today, what do I see? I see the same thing. I see him picking the ball up on the left and adding creativity.
Apollo, he's only playing Nketiah because he wants him to sign a new deal, because he wants to trick him to sign a new deal, because Nketiah's turned, I think 2 or 3 contracts down.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason why Nketiah is getting. But if he really had true belief in Nketiah, when Aubameyang was playing poor, when Lacazette was playing poor, Nketiah would have been the first one, third striker for us to play up front. And he just isn't doing it.
Yeah, he's been wasted. And he'll go to Crystal Palace and he'll have a good career. I want him to replace Benteke at Palace. That's what I really want him to do. Right. Yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on here in the chat, man. But Tony, closing comments from you, bro.
Disappointed, badly disappointed. Dead food players. The fact that I'm having to defend my viewpoint, which, you know, is different to yours and different to some other people. And I you know, obviously we all have our own personal opinion of things, but you know,
that's what makes us special,
just don't
Tony.
get it. The fundamental purpose of football is to score goals.
Yeah.
So, in an argument with Nabil earlier this week, I simply said this: how can you not play a player who can do scoring goals and create assists? Yeah, but you're playing somebody or other people who fundamentally fail at that most simple. It's not simple, but most standard of task.
That is the best comment of tonight. That sums it up, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Tony, say that again for those who weren't listening.
The game is simple. It's no if, but you know, I see people saying, "Oh, the best footballer at Arsenal is Ben White." Sorry, if Ben White is the best footballer at Arsenal, he should be a striker. Yeah. You know what happens in the game of football when you're a developing player? You start off trying to score goals, and eventually you find out, you know what? I can't score goals as well as another guy, but I can tackle. Yeah. Ashley Cole started off as a striker, then went to left back. Eventually they went, you know what? You'll be a good left back. Yeah. And the reason he was so good going forward, because he started off as a striker. Ballon d'Or tells you defenders don't win Ballon d'Or. Best footballer. The amount of times that a defender has won Ballon d'Or, I can count it. Yeah? So you kind of go, best footballer on your team is the guy who either skills up everybody in the middle of the park and keeps giving the ball to somebody to score or the guy who's scoring. The guy who makes 1 million defensive clearances is never going to be the best footballer on your team. Or if he is, then you ain't got no attack. So if Ben White is any of you guys on the Arsenal 101 who say Ben White is our best footballer are saying we ain't got nothing up front. None of them players in midfield and up front can do nothing with the ball. Because Ben White ain't a footballer like what we're talking about. Excellent footballer. He's a good defender, but he ain't a footballer that can go twist up man, run round 3-4 players, bet a goal into the left corner, headers. You know, he ain't that guy. He's a good player. Aaron Ramsdale is a great player. Love the kid. But he's not the guy that's going to like go out and score you goals. Because at the end of the day, he can save you from conceding goals, but he ain't going to score you a goal. This game is simple. You have to score more goals than the other team. Yeah? If I'm a coach on the sideline and my team is down and we need a goal, it's simple. I'm going to start adding more strikers because I need them to put the ball in the back of the net. And if I got a guy on the bench who can score goals at the bare minimum, I'm 2-1 down and I need goals. The guy who can score goals has to be on the pitch. And what you did today, Arteta, was you went, the guy who's not scoring goals, Aubameyang, I dropped you because you ain't scoring goals. But when I needed a goal, I'm going to bring on the guy who ain't scoring goals. And leaving the guy who can score goals on the bench. Meanwhile, I have 3 other players on the pitch who can't score a goal. So, thank you for the time. Very disappointed, as you can tell. My client, he's in a sunken place. I'm sorry to hear it, but it all falls on Arteta because he is manager and he has to manage players. And if you can't manage the personalities or the egos, it falls on you, my skipper, my gaffer. It falls on you because we have got plenty of good players in this squad, whether they be here or whether they be abroad. Because don't forget, we've got some rather good players who are currently playing their football at other clubs.
Man.
Thanks, gents.
Yeah.
So, guys, yeah, very, very difficult. You can see why Odegaard is Lacazette, though. You can clearly see the reason why. All this is probably an extension of what we're seeing in training as well. So since Odegaard's been playing, he's got 3 goals. He's created some good chances today. I just want to see him be a little bit more. I want to see more tenacity. I want to see more energy in his game. But if he can add that, then I'd be happy with him. But the goals are definitely starting to come from this kid. So he's 22, isn't he? He's 22. Yeah. I'd like to see a little bit more. I mean, I'm talking about the fact that he's had 1 assist, but I'd like to know how many chances he's created this season. I know he hasn't played a lot, but he's definitely laying them on a dime for some of these guys, and they're just not doing anything. I mean, look where the shots are going. It's just Odegaard scored because he ran in and put that one right in. He tucked it in the left corner, keeping it another chance. Some of these guys are putting it 30 yards over the crossbar, and yeah. Anyway, guys, listen. I'm actually at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday, so I don't know whether we're going to do a live stream. That's all going to be dependent on whether Tony and the guys, Vincey and Neomis, will actually want it, and whether Lisa can be actually here to do it. So let's take a day off, and I'll come back to you guys with another video on Wednesday, and then we can look at the fallout from this. Yeah, but it is what it is, guys. They're back home, so let's cheer on our team. We'll welcome our kids back, and we go from there, man. Not much you can do with this at the moment, guys. Really not. This is about as ugly gets. I'll speak to you guys later, man. Peace out.
Yeah.